Hello, everyone. Welcome to our episode 1.5, I guess, of our Scales of War and the Maldine Reclamation, or Reclamation of Maldine campaign. We are Scales of War. We are a group of amateur storytellers, RPers, wargamers, etc. And we are playing a heavily modified and homebrew version of Only War, the Fantasy Flight tabletop RPG made in the Warhammer 40k universe. Other things to say, we have a Discord where we have a bunch of people who join us in for games, do a lot of RP and stuff, and yeah, as I mentioned, this is our episode 1.5, because we didn't quite finish the first prologue mission. The players have one more floor to get through before we're finished with everything. And speaking of, let's go ahead and introduce everybody. Let's go from the bottom up this time. Vallis.
Well, howdy, everyone. I'm Vallis, and I'm representing the Sirens, which is a very homebrew, strange, and not necessarily lore-friendly group, but it's a very fun one to play, and we'll see plenty of them throughout this campaign.
All right. Rasp.
Hello, I'm Rasp. I'm currently eating, and I'm playing the various characters who are... I was gonna say coming home, but the characters in this session have been home. To their homeworld, beset by the foes of humanity, and they are definitely a motivated bunch.
Done pretty well holding out so far. MrNone.
And I'm MrNone, a voice actor and storyteller. I am playing and representing the Einherjari, a group of unknowns in this setting.
Yep, quite a few regiments that have some Viking inspirations this season. Love it, but yeah. And last but not least, Dan.
Hi, y'all. I'm Dan. I am, I guess, one of the more traditional, or I'm playing one of the more traditional regiments. The first Coloradicus Tank Legion. If you need tanks, we got tanks. Tanks.
Thanks
And that's about it.
Thank you.
We'll get better at this over time, I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
obviously. All right. So, just to speed things along, because, it's fairly late for us right now, and we'd like to get through this, because in the future, unless this is going to be like a big, massive event that's going to be happening, we're not going to be doing these 0.5s. We're just going to roll over into the next week with what we do. But to summarize what our player characters did last time, three of our groups, the Coloradicus, the Thrinos, and the Einherjari, were jumping into the Mald system. The Mald system was at first declared lost, but was later removed from its quarantine status by the Inquisition. The reason for this is a space hulk called the Weight of Sins has been found, as is currently hovering over the world of Mald Secundus. Currently, all of the relief force, the big army that is being led by Marshal General Ivanova, has jumped into the system just as the Space Hulk had breached a perimeter in space that was attacking and has been attacking the Banner, which is a space elevator on Mald Secundus that is positioned around its south pole. Immediately, all forces that were available on all ships that could do it were loaded up into boarding torpedoes and launched at the Banner. Meanwhile, we had a group of intrepid defenders, Maldine natives, that was a word, who have been defending the station for a couple of days at this point. The war's been going on for quite some time, but this immediate attack has been going on for maybe 2 days at this point. And with that, they were able to meet up in a command room where a boarding torpedo crashed through the side, and the Maldine were able to recapture it with the help of the Einherjari, Coloradicus, and Thrinos, taking over from some greenskins, one of whom was a mech boy who was doing a very bad job of hacking into the systems. Next, they moved down a couple of decks to relieve a force of naval armsmen, who were currently trapped and holed up in an armory, being assaulted by Chaos Cultists. Cultists of Khorne, to be more specific. They were able to clear them out.
Cultists of Khorne, to be more specific.
At this point, yes, very, very dead. Except for one. And 2 orcs still survive. They are currently fans of the Thrinos, let us say. Yeah. And at the end of the last episode, we had the Einherjari find a few microbeads, so they actually have some communications. And the Maldine, who have been in communication with the command staff trying to organize the chaotic situation that's happening on the banner right now, informed them that there was a commander trapped 3 decks below. The entire zone is dead. There's no communications. There's no security cameras. They have no idea what's going on down there. So our heroes are tasked with trying to save this commander. And does anyone have anything I forgot?
Dusty can't hit the broadside of a barn.
All right. So with that, Rasp, you did want to do one last thing before you left the armory.
Yes.
So yes.
Hold on, lads. There you go.
Oh yes, forgot. Ooh. So it is Slanesh who is presiding over this session. Mm-hmm.
You would think that'd be good for me.
Yeah. We'll see.
I am going to roll an awareness from my squad and an awareness from my character. They are looking for drugs.
Fair.
Any bonuses to this, or just flat?
I will say that because this is a naval armory rather than a regular Maldine PDF, then it will just be a flat roll. Because you know where it should be, but you don't have specifics.
Excuse me.
Oh, they didn't find anything. Bet that I'm gonna push it once.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
All right.
I get one dose.
1 dose of stim. So as you were kind of going through, there had a lot of like lockers that are like clearly marked for Medicaid supplies, and you start just kind of opening them, and you go through it like bandage, antiseptic. Where's the stim? Where's the stim? Nobody was able to find anything, and then in one of the last ones that you opened, Master Arkhan was able to open it, starts throwing things out, and eventually there is 1 stim injector ready to go.
I just need to decide who gets it. Because I'm not actually going to give it to Arkhan.
Can I help?
That's a give it to
I
Dusty.
think that Bouncy gets it. I think that if you need somebody to be sharp, you want it to be your tech person.
That is true.
Can I intervene
How so?
with a medical burb?
Oh. Well, you can certainly take out the medical burb.
All right, we're going to give the medical burb a go.
Does the medical burb provide the benefits of STEM?
No, it just heals.
I mean, Arkhan could take that. He's down 3 HP.
All right.
3 wounds.
We'll try to help Arkhan out with the medical burb. There will be no explanation for it. There will be no, like, hey, I'm going to help your wounds. It will just be, they release burb and bird flies at Arkham.
Success.
Haha.
What's your roll for that? What's your roll for like how much you heal?
I don't think that is a thing we determined.
Um,
Because I don't think that's a thing in the base game either.
I believe it's usually based on DOS.
Yeah, I think it's.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I think it's your intelligence bonus plus DOS.
Okay. So what is your intelligence bonus, FeeNighTea?
FeeNighTea coming in with a 4.
All right, so you would get 6 points, so your 3 points are healed back up, Arkham.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, Arkhan. Not Arkham. You're not an asylum.
He's from Kansas, thank you.
I'm named after the great discoverer of the Land Raider and the Land Speeder and the Land Crawler, Archenland.
Okay.
Okay.
That is one of the most absurd pieces of 40k lore, and I love it.
What? I was like all of 40k lore.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you guys have 3 decks to get through, and since I came up with the special fancy roll that you guys can make, I would like, well, let's say, 3 of you should roll a D100.
I got it. I got 1 rather.
Okay. All right. Add 1 more D100, please.
Okay.
Ooh. All right. So, want to that real quick. So that's good. All right. Okay. So, you begin making your way down at the stairway that was discovered at the very end of the last session. You guys start making your way down through the decks. You get to the next deck, and let's the roll again. Okay. 57. All right. So with this, who would be first in line in this?
I believe somebody was charging ahead of everybody else.
Well, I was, and then I stopped to help.
That's a good point.
So if anybody else began to charge forward, they would have usurped my position.
Yeah, that'd be me.
Okay, the Einherjari are first then.
Okay. Einherjari.
Mm.
You're coming down the stairwell, and you get into the next deck. There's no continuation here. You have to find the next stairs. But as soon as you step out of the stairwell, your foot feels light. Very light. As you continue working forward, you suddenly realize you're not touching the ground anymore.
Well, that's weird.
In space? Who would have thunk it?
I'm going to try to swim through the air. Doggy.
Let's see. What would be best for this? Yes.
I think void suits come with like mag boots.
They do, but you guys have not had them activated because you haven't needed to yet.
Okay.
So at the moment, a couple of the Einherjari are just kind of walking and just kind of not going anywhere. So they kind of slowly float. Geirrungson specifically is trying to swim forward.
Just a doggy paddle, you know.
I'm going to say acrobatics minus 30.
All right,
see
how well I do.
How well do you swim?
I don't swim well.
You know, in the book, it doesn't say anything about the void
really
suits
don't
giving us
swim
the
well.
magnetic feet.
I think in Rogue Trader they do.
I will say pretty much standard everything I know about 40k. is that they will have some form of mag boot in case of this situation. There are bonuses if you are Voidborn, for example, to be able to fight and move without any penalty in 0G.
Just as a
But,
note, common craftsmanship void suits impose a -10 to agility.
Mm-hmm. There's a normal -20, and then I added tacked on an extra 10. So, and pretty much everybody would be in common craftsmanship.
All right. 12 hours of air.
I will say yes, that is silly Rasp. But yeah, so the Einherjari are not really doing the best. Geirrungson is trying to doggy paddle forward and isn't actually moving anywhere. It's just kind of drifting slowly up to the ceiling. Who would be next in line?
Coloradicus.
That would make sense. You see the Einherjari just kind of floating in front of you. You are still at the stairwell, still in full gravity.
Okay. Corporal Smith is going to see that and switch on his mag boots and make sure that Grog does the same.
Okay.
And they're going to continue carefully.
All right. You begin moving forward, slower than usual, which is quite impressive for Grog, especially.
Mm-hmm.
But you do not incur any particular penalties, any issues. You're just moving very slowly with your mag boots.
Can you pull me back to the ground, please?
Yeah, I was going to say once we we catch up to around where they are, Grog probably would start very, very carefully plucking the Einherjari down, and Smith would tell him to activate their mag boots.
Oh, didn't realize we had those.
Yeah, they come standard issue. Yeah.
Yep. So the Einherjari, you switch on your boots again. No issue. No check you need to make for that. And you are now against the ground.
Okay.
Your body still feels kind of a lot lighter than it should be. All of your equipment seems like extremely light. You're not weighed down by it at all.
I can swing this
yeah.
shield with no resistance. It's great.
All right. You begin making your way forward. Who would be next in line?
That'd be me.
All right. Actually, Corporal Bojangle, would you have when you told the Einherjari to activate their mag boots, would that have been a common comms channel? Because you're still able to communicate with each other.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Anyone then who has a microbead will be able to get the message and know to activate their mag boots.
Anybody who is looking at the bannermen will see them kind of rock back on their heels to just quickly engage the boots.
Okay, perfect. So with that, we don't need to describe what everybody else, because everybody else at this point should know that, 0G is here.
These poor orcs.
I'll be fine. No, they're commandos. They have to have some sort of, I don't know.
They might have some.
They believe...
Actually, what they would end up doing would be like, oh, this float looks fun. They're actually going to kick off, and they're going to pull out their big knives, and they're going to jab them into holes, bits in the ceiling, and just kind of push themselves forward.
They're going to ice climb everything. Basically.
Exactly.
God, that's gotta be scary.
Everyone else is walking forward normally, and they're just going chink, chink.
And then there's one cultist.
None of us are quiet at this point. We're all making thunk.
Clunk. Clunk.
Yeah.
Well, can they really hear it though? I mean,
we haven't heard any indication that this section is vented. It's just the grav plating's failed, from what I've gathered.
How about this? How about one of us screams, and if we can't hear you,
Make an awareness check, everyone.
Okay. Any bonuses? Because I have aspects.
I don't think I'll speak.
Any bonuses because my people are actually trained for this sort of operation?
I'm going to say the Auspex won't be able to help,
Okay.
but I will say plus 10 for everyone.
Cool.
Increase my
That's
successes
a
by
fairly
1.
easy check.
Ooh.
Any additional bonus for the Bannermen because they are specifically a Void Operations unit?
That is true. I'll give them an extra plus 10.
I have to re-roll that.
You don't have to.
No, you don't.
It's an awareness roll. Arguably, that's one of the least important ones of the game. That's up to you. Do you want to take the fatigue for it? Is the bigger question.
Yes, that's a problem. I'll let it ride for now.
Okay.
I will try awareness for Mr. Grog.
Oh, come on,
And
get the one. Oh.
So I feel like a natural 100 means that whether it's like good air or not, you're like, oh, the air is good, and take off your helmet. That's just what my gut says.
Yeah, I will say that since like this is ultra unfamiliar for Grog, like he's super vigilant. Whereas like Corporal Smith is more like concerned with making sure all of the Einherjari are like back down, like everyone has like their proper tactical spacing and everything like that. So that's why he's very distracted.
Arkhan is simply not taking off his helmet, so he doesn't care about the surrounding environment.
Fair.
That's my explanation for that fail.
Yeah.
So
for me, it's honestly just the Einherjari. When asked if we could hear anything, just decided to start singing some sort of war shanty as they're marching, just to see if they can hear anything.
All right. So FeeNighTea, the Bannerman, and Grog, you guys are very aware that you can still hear that kind of computery sounds that are still going on. You can definitely hear the choke, choke, choke of boots even through your void suits. There is nothing to indicate that life support has failed, only that the grav plating in this area has failed.
I mean...
but that being said, you also start hearing the Einherjari have a muffled because they're in their suits, but there's definitely a very she shanty style chant. Unfortunately,
noise discipline. Arkhan just kind of calls out over the shared Voxcom.
At that, Corporal Smith, that's when you take off your helmet and just go, ah!
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I don't seem well.
Slightly off key, it's not quite on time. It's like every person is following their own slightly off beat. It's
He takes off his void suit like helmet, and then like runs right into Grog's backside, and then like staggers back and then puts it back on. And I was like, oh yeah, right.
Be silent,
Corporal,
or I'll make you be silent.
Corporal,
ooh.
This is still a potential void zone, even if it is not currently vented. I expect that you will maintain void suit discipline from here forward.
Copy that.
By the way, Arkhan is a staff sergeant equivalent rank.
Yeah. And then insert Coloradicus grumbling here.
Well, the good news also, Grog had 2 degrees of success, so he points over to the left. Oh, yeah, the elevator over there. If anybody didn't understand how I said that, looks like an elevator over there. So you have found your way down to the next floor.
All right.
As you approach this door, there's always a call button. I would like a tech use from somebody.
I can offer an assist.
Okay.
Instead of calling it, why don't we just pry it open and float down?
If you would prefer to do that, then it would be a strength check.
Ah,
I'll say plus.
I
10.
mean, we have a strength check pass button, just very confusedly staring at the elevator right now.
Very true.
Okay. Grog will try to just rip open the door. Is that what we're saying?
Pry it open.
The Bannerman would agree with that. We don't want to be we don't want to be using an elevator.
And then be out of the power zone. It's just the worst thing ever for soldiers. Also, Grog's not alone. He gets 2 orcs to aid him.
Okay.
All right.
And the
with the
entire
orcs,
Einherjari, if it's necessary.
I'd say if you've got 2 orcs and an Ogrid all trying to open a door, the space is kind of crowded. But each orc will give an extra plus 10, so I'll give a total plus 30.
Okay.
I like the idea that Bouncy is about to go up and try to, tech use the door open, and then Arkhan just holds out a hand as the Ogren and 2 orcs step up to the door.
Hey! All right.
Yeah. I'm not sure how unnatural strength contributes to that, but it should have been another. I think another plus 20 piece Ogren, but whatever.
Maybe. Not sure.
I believe Unnatural's toughness added additional successes, because that shouldn't have been 8.
Yeah, that's what it did.
Okay.
I recall that from previous rolls in the off season.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be 6, and it gave an extra 2.
Yeah, that is correct.
For natural toughness. Okay, yeah, we're good. So with really no problem whatsoever, the 2 orc boys, they take their big knives and they just kind of work them into the thin little crack between the 2 doors. And with that, Grog basically puts one hand on one side of a knife, one hand on the opposite end, and it's kind of, and then you hear he gets his hands in the gap that's open, and then you have an open chest.
To, I guess, stabilize it, he's gonna use his shield just to make sure the doors don't slam back close.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. His shield will be able to put it in part way, not really jamming it, but just kind of setting it in place so the doors will kind of close a little bit, but then they get stuck on the shield, and there's plenty of room to get through.
Yeah.
You can only get one person at a time, but
that should be fine.
Yeah.
Totally not a choke point.
Right?
Right.
Right, you have your way down. What do you do?
I go down.
I jump.
All right.
You go up. Meanwhile, I start going down.
You get to the edge, and you leap forward, and you slam it to the other side of the door. And then just kind of float in place. You're not moving up, you're not moving down. Just kind of stuck in place, just kind of floating backwards.
I think the exact events that happen is Fee approaches the edge, has both of the boys anchor themselves on the ceiling, and then have them basically throw Fee down the shaft.
Ooh,
And all the while they're setting up, Einherjari just pushes past and smacks into the opposite wall.
Yep.
All right.
The bannermen are going to be near the back, although the Navy might bring up the rear.
Yeah. They're currently basically keeping out for everything behind everybody else.
Yeah. But the bannermen are going to be the last group of characters, the last player group through.
Okay. All right. Is anybody else taking the aid of the orcs to give them momentum in the right direction?
Could we just? I mean, this is definitely long way around, but could we just use the mag boots just to climb down the elevator shaft?
Yeah.
It would be slower, but absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
There wouldn't even be a test for that. You'd just
That's
be able
what
to
the
do it.
bannermen were going to do.
Yeah, like, yeah.
All right. So, Fee.
Yep.
Because you were actually tossed, I would say athletics or acrobatics plus 30.
All right. What's this? All right.
After a moment of regaining my composure, I do think I'd be tossed down as well.
All right.
Whether willingly or not.
Geirrungson, then. I would also like it athletics or acrobatics plus 30.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
So
And I imagine as the allies are slowly walking down the sides, it's just another picture of you see the elevator shaft, and the camera's got it so that it's vertical. And on the left, you see guardsmen marching down on mag boots, and on the right, you see orcs stab climbing down.
Also, I just want to describe what the bannermen do. They've obviously trained for this. Each one kind of sits on the edge, leans their feet down to get their feet in contact with the wall, and then in something that in gravity would have been completely impossible, just lean themselves forward until they're now perpendicular to the level of the ground.
nice. All right.
Yeah.
Also, the other detail in this is that everyone else is moving slowly at what would be a normal speed, but then there's this one streak, and that's FeeNighTea just zooming past everybody else.
Fee is a very fast character. All right.
Yes. And with that, you are with extra 3 minutes to spare. You are actually at the right area.
All right.
You get so basically you zoomed out and you're just kind of are watching the numbers, saying okay, which door? That's the one, and just immediately you're able to grab hold of one of the elevator ropes. You're able to just grab hold of that, arrest your momentum, and you're able to be at the door.
Okay. Do I have to do anything to get the door open?
You will need to pry the door open. Yes. Again, this will be athletics plus 10.
Okay.
If you wait a little bit, I think, with 1 degree of success. Oh, okay, never mind.
It's not going to work for me. What are we talking about?
I will reflavor that then. So you're able to get in, no problem. You're able to take the gladius, kind of work it into the area, that's kind of slowly pry everything open.
I just imagine it's a smaller, quieter version of what the orcs did above.
Yes. And just as you've got the door open all the way, that is when, Geirrungson and the Einherjari start showing up. They're also floating, but they're able to grab on as well with no problem. And they're able to kind of help you hold the door open so it doesn't close on anybody. About another minute or two later, all the people with the graph boots finally are able to make their way there. And now this is very important because you're at the right place. Who's first to enter the
I
area?
will.
All right.
Okay. FeeNighTea. with that, we are going to move. Oh, I'll just put you there. That'll work. We are going to move. Oh, you're already on the map for the day. Never mind. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I had us here.
Yep. All right. So, FeeNighTea, you're able to kind of peer down the shaft, as it were. There's a room where the elevator is. There is another staircase. You're not sure where exactly this one was leading to, but it's pretty close. It's like an emergency ladder, essentially. There is a long hallway, and that's about all you can see at the moment. I think you're able to see maybe the first door. What do you do?
Stealth advance?
Roll stealth. I'll say flat.
Don't mind that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, one detail. All the lights are completely out here. There is zero light.
All right, that's fine. That's not the greatest, actually, but you know. Stealth flat, you said?
Flat stealth, yeah.
Flat stealth. Go.
All right. You were able to blend in with the... it's hard to say shadow, because everything's in shadow right now, but you're able to move along quietly. You hope, at least, that you're not drawing any attention to yourself.
And I think there will be a disengagement of the boots for this to be quieter. It's
Okay.
like soft and slow push-offs of surfaces. It's not a fast advance by any means.
Mm. All right.
So can I advance freely? What can I...
I'll say right now you can advance, let's say, 2 tiles at the
And
moment.
do you want me to amend my tile vision here? It's currently set to 40, I believe you had it.
Yes. I think
20? 10?
I'd say 10.
Ooh, real short distance.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone else, with auspex or with auspex or with prey sits, you'll be able to get greater vision.
Mhm.
But even then, you're not actually seeing anything. Well, if you have the prey sits, you're able to see like heat signatures. With the auspex, you're able to detect movement.
The photovisors give dark sight.
Photovisors, that's the other one. That's the night vision one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have photovisors, you still have full vision of before. If you only have auspex or prey sense, you won't have. You'll have the 10 feet of vision, and then as things come within your sight, you might be able to detect them. All right.
I'll amend everybody's sight.
Right.
Yeah, and I do have photovisors.
Okay, perfect. So the Bannermen have their full night vision. So what you had before is what you still got. All right. Who is next into this area?
Me.
I'll go. Oh.
Was that?
I mean, the
Einherjari.
Einherjari were down there first.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
You're
Here are you. Move both of you into the area.
First thing I'm going to check is if gravity is still working again.
Well, it wouldn't be if what I was doing was correct.
Yeah.
All right. So
Unfortunately, it does not appear to be. It does seem to be a little heavier, but you're able to. You kind of like step, and you're like, "Oh, gravity's back," and then you try to take a step forward, and you just kind of slip, and you're like, "Oh, it's like barely there."
okay.
So effectively, you are still in zero gravity.
All right. So.
Oh, Paul, you can also preview the Einherjari in my token to see if that's what you wanted
Oh.
for vision distance. Control L.
That is a good point. Let me check that real quick.
Gonna be up there.
Yep.
And speaking of which, does my prey sense mean anything for me?
Awareness. This is going to be flat.
Oh,
Ooh. Okay. With that, let me double check everything real quick. Also, okay, yeah, I thought so. So yeah, basically, Dan, when I call you won't have the vision range, but when I call for awareness checks, you will get the full aspects bonus.
Okay.
And you might be able to see extra stuff with that.
Yeah, so I would actually have the full vision range and get pluses to that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
Right. Okay. So with that success, you're not able to detect anything with a heat signature necessarily. You can tell that there's a little right here. Seems slightly colder. You can also kind of surmise, barely able to see that the door there is open. But unfortunately, you're not able to detect anything else.
Okay, I'm gonna start heading towards that door if I can.
Okay. Yeah, here start heading towards the door. I'll say you can move, let's say 2 meters.
Okay.
Or 2 hexes, I should say. This is mostly just so anybody else has a chance to get in the room.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Coloradicus?
All right.
Where should I put my characters?
Everybody starts down here in this hex where the stairs are.
Gotcha.
All right. You are now in the room.
Move here. I think Grog, because he's bigger, I'm gonna move here just because he's like hulking.
All right.
He just gets to run all the way up.
Yeah, I'd say.
How about here?
Yeah, I was going to say. He needs to be moved back a little bit, but yeah, he'll be there. It's no problem.
And can I see anything with my photovisors since I have dark sight?
Let me double check your vision first off. Okay. Should have a bit extra range there. Make me an awareness with your aspects.
Okay. Still crap, but yeah.
By the way, Paul, this area's lost power, but our connection back to command is not being jammed, correct?
Oh, actually, yeah, that was something I forgot to mention. Actually, I haven't really mentioned it yet because nobody's done it yet. But basically, the moment you pass through the doors on this floor, there's no signal back to command.
Can somebody in the doorway vox to someone in the hall? Basically,
sure.
Could we have a relay point left at the doorway?
I will say shortwave seems to work. So like microbead to microbead. But I don't know if anybody else has a vox that they could test, longer range communications.
So, but I could set up a relay system to keep our contact with command.
He wants to leave a chain of soldiers so that he can contact command.
I will say yes, you could do that.
All right.
Okay. Let's see who gets to sit at the door.
Dusty.
Like,
Oh, yeah. Also, by this time, I also say, FeeNighTea, your fans are here. Oh, hey, it's Dusty!
Yeah.
Sorry, kid. You're just not doing so hot today. Shoulder pat. Walk forward.
Make sure we keep in contact with command here, Dusty.
All right, so Vallis. The fans should have a smaller range. I'll say they have 20 because the orcs have some vision of quote-unquote night vision goggles, but it's actually not really any good. It only gets them to 20 meters.
Okay, I've amended their light.
Perfect.
So they actually see further than me.
They have colored lenses that have a light being shined onto them.
Yeah.
And that's their night vision, and it works. Kind of.
Because they believe it works. Kind of.
It gets them an extra 20 feet. You know, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
If you can
All
see
right.
who needs to critique from, you don't need to see anything more.
Right, I have moved the bannerman in. Make sure your token is also omitted so that you are down one soldier as
I
Dusty
have
is
already modified it.
Perfect. All right. The Navy, I think actually the Navy's going to leave one of theirs behind as well to help with that. Let's say this group used to fire. All right. Okay. I would like the Maldine to give an awareness check.
All right. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, they can just succeed on a worse target. That's fine.
Okay. All right. So they're not able to detect too much. They definitely can see where there's multiple doors down a hallway. There's 4 down the left side. There's 1 on the right that they can see within their vision. They're not able to hear much, unfortunately. Yeah, I will also say from Arkhan's role, but it could be any of the bannermen, however you want to flavor it. Just give me a flat intelligence roll. Just to see if anybody knows where they are in relation to the ship.
All right. You said roll it as Arkhan.
Roll as Arkhan, but yeah, if you want to flavor it as one of your bannermen happens to know it, that would be fine.
It's the same intelligence roll, anyways.
There you go. Unfortunately, this is part of the station that you're not too familiar with. You know there is a commander's room down here on this part of the deck.
We've been kind of dragged out of our patrol zone by the fact that we've been strung along behind these guardsmen.
Yeah. You're also kind of you're used to things on the upper decks, and this is much lower than you normally are in. All right. So, with that, you are able to proceed right now 2 hexes forward from where I initially put y'all.
By the way, they will cut the boots when they see that others are going stealth.
Yeah. Actually, that is a good point. Does anybody else want to roll stealth?
No.
I've got an Audrey. What do you want?
I'm not rolling stealth, but I am cutting the boots, so I'm not impeding anybody else who is rolling stealth. Essentially.
Fair. All right.
I'm rolling on a 4 and a 1, respectively.
All right. Okay.
Arkhan actually has decent stealth. The Bannermen do not.
All right.
You know, the Berserkers will stealth. Brynjar will not, though.
Okay.
Can we enable a stealth team forward point?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be... Yeah.
So you guys are not technically in combat yet. Wink, not judge. But I would like everyone to roll initiative.
All right.
Select a token first.
Who's this? Grog?
This will make things easier for, just kind of going forward. Oh, Lord. Oh, right. They got that. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. dice are failing me here. All right.
So, I'm so glad I had lightning reflexes. I rolled a 10
Right.
and a 1.
Nice.
Lightning reflexes didn't do anything though because
yes.
the 10 rolled first.
Oh, I know, but still, I was able to roll a 10 and a 1.
Okay. Dan, since Grog and Corporal Bojangles are on have the same initiative roll. Sorry, Corporal. Sorry. Because they have the same initiative roll, and because you guys work in tandem a lot, I'm going to have you guys basically go on the same turn.
All right.
Just makes it more convenient. That way you're not sitting there going, I have to hold my action until Grog does something.
Absolutely.
Or, you know, Grog has to hold an action until I do something, you know. Just makes it easier.
Understood.
All right. So with this, Geirrungson, you are first up. Unless somebody would like to... Oh, right, they need to actually roll for the Navy. Where is their... Would help if I actually pull up their sheet, you know? Good grief. Token. Okay. All right, well, FeeNighTea will go before the Navy sport then. So I'll amend that as needed. There you go. And everybody else is good. All right. So,
Can't
FeeNighTea,
believe I rolled well and still am near the bottom.
So FeeNighTea, you wanted to move. You wanted to move in stealth, and Geirrungson, you think you're in stealth.
Well, my berserkers think I'm in stealth. I am not in stealth.
Okay.
I mean, it's still up to the perception of the enemy, though. Like, that's the key there.
That's true. All right. So, Geirrungson, you are able to move first.
Okay, well, my very stealthy berserkers, they will move up first. They are going to double move up to here.
All right.
Or actually,
I will say.
Or right here.
I will say, yeah. Now that everybody's kind of in and kind of situated, I will say 3 tiles is normal movement.
3 tiles is normal movement, so they'll normal move up to here. Then they're stealthy here. So, and then
All right.
Skjoldr or Geirrungson, Brynjar, he's gonna make sure his shield is locked forward. So, and then he's gonna move up to the store.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to do with the door?
I'm gonna hold my action until I see FeeNighTea pass me, and then I'm gonna break down the door.
Okay. All right then. Turn completed?
Yep.
All right. FeeNighTea.
Advance
All
in
right.
stealth.
All right. You are in
Both
stealth.
moves. So that's 1, 2, 3. That'd be 6 then.
6 would be 2 movement. Yes.
Okay. Gonna have a pier up.
Okay. Let me double check what you can see. Ooh, okay. So you're able to kind of just peer in to right there. You're not able to see the back of the room, but you definitely see the foot of the bed and what appears to be a blue blanket that's been neatly folded on top. You're not sure, but you can kind of assume this is someone's sleeping quarters. And given the fact that it looks to be only 2 beds, this is some sort of lower ranked officer.
Okay.
All right. Geirrungson, is that far enough for you to break down the door? Or are you still
Yeah,
waiting?
that's far enough for me to break down the door.
Okay, and are you going to attempt to do this quietly?
No. Goodness, no.
Can I amend how I'm standing, quote unquote?
Yes.
I want to be pressed against the ceiling.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know what? Gravity is low enough here that you could do that. It is kind of like trying to push you down a little bit because there's just a little bit of gravity that's trying to push you down, but it's not fully working. So I will say, what would be a good for this? I don't want to say athletics acrobatics, but I'm kind of tempted to say it is. Yeah, I'd say acrobatics. I'll give you a plus 20 because the gravity is low here. Pull this off.
Ah, okay. It's got to be acrobatics then, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really see a way athletics could help necessarily. If you can make an argument,
is just not good enough, I guess.
I mean, if you could come up with a good enough reason, because I'm imagining this is like, like a ceiling in like an office or something where you have the lights, but they're like flat built into the ceiling, so there's not really anything good to grip onto.
Fair, and it's kind of a space station. It's not like we've got the plyboard like plaster roof tiles.
Exactly. Yeah, it's metal up there.
It's metal up there. All right. Well, I mean, the bright side is it's physically impossible for me to take fall damage if I fail.
Oh yeah, no. If you fail, what's going to happen is you kind of like hover up to the ceiling, but then you kind of drift back down and are pressed against the wall.
Yeah,
that'll be okay. I just want to be in a place where the eyes will not directly be on me if they look down this hall that I can't see the end of.
It is absolutely a fair move.
Also, I will mention that the Sirens all have these. They appear like capes that are made of leaves, and the leaves are a very bright aquamarine color when in the right circumstances. But it's almost as if the mind manipulates it because they secrete chameleoline. And in this situation specifically, it's revealed the true nature of it, in which Fee pushes their arms back and pulls through, and the cape kind of surrounds them like a ghillie suit made of these brightly colored leaves that then trick the light.
Anyways, Dan, you sound like you had something to say?
Yeah, can I just say that, like, the sight of, like, somebody floating up to the ceilings and, like, trying to essentially spider monkey it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that Fee gains, like, a fear rating of like 0. Like, what?
Not an actual penalty, but it will force the test.
Yeah, it's like, this is absolutely haunting.
Why do you think we built the Thrinos to have such a horrible fellowship modifier with every
Also, the leaves are the Salisaba leaves, which is weeping willow leaves. So it looks like a swamp tree of leaves hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, like, okay.
Has that tree always been there?
Plus 20 or plus 30, did you say?
Plus 20.
Okay. Oh.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's hard to get purchase on here, but you're able to kind of press your hands just to the right, and there's just a little bit of lip in a couple places. You're able to kind of get your fingers right in there so that you can kind of, you don't even have to like strain a lot, but it's like just making sure you have just enough grip that you can keep your body up on the ceiling. And you're able to continue your stealth as such.
All right.
With that, Geirrungson, apologies.
Don't apologize.
You may attempt to break down the door. You are not going to do this stealthily or quietly, you said.
Yeah.
So,
out of curiosity, I'm still breaking down the door, but out of curiosity, is the door unlocked?
Yeah, actually it was. But
I'm breaking it down.
That particular one was.
Look.
How are you breaking this down?
A lot of respect for Maldine property here. Just plenty of it.
Plenty of respect.
Dark Age of technology.
Look.
Space station.
Dark Age of Technology doors. Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
Well, the whole
doors.
station
This entire station
I
is
know,
a
it was
piece of archaeotech.
I was being facetious.
Yeah.
Look,
Sorry. Yeah.
Brynjar has something against doors. He's gonna break this one down, and he's gonna use his foot to kick it in. I'm guessing that's athletics.
Yeah, I'll say that's flat athletics. Yeah.
That door's broken down.
Your foot. It's surprising because you would think these doors, being of such old design, that they're very thin material, and you think it would be like very tough, but you just put your foot right through the door, boom, and just two halves just go straight through, and then the door just kind of slowly slides open.
Oh, it's a sliding door?
Yeah,
I'm breaking
everything
that
here's
door.
sliding door.
I'm breaking that door.
Oh, it's broken.
Good.
There are definitely some places with huge submarine-style hatches.
Mm.
With the spinny wheel and everything. But those are more sort of bulkhead doors rather than like just doors to an office.
These are people's quarters right now that you're in. Yeah, no, this is all Star Trek doors right now. All right. Glancing in, this place seems a bit fancier. There is only a single bed. There is a blanket, blue with a kind of yellow design. You'd recognize it pretty quickly as Imperial Navy. And that's the only thing that seems to be in here, although you do see off to the side what seems to be a small indention. So it appears the room continues. Like there's another separate bit. You take a pretty easy guess. This might be some higher ranked officer. This is like their quarters.
Good to know.
All right. FeeNighTea, you still have some fans to move if you would like to.
Sure. They will advance to just basically right here and hold.
Okay.
Because they are not stealthy and they will not attempt stealth because I will not allow it.
I was going to say, you were being very quiet, very straight, and then just suddenly, boom!
I think there's two sounds. There's one that's somewhere between like a hissing shush and it's interlaced with a similar sound, but it's more chittery.
All right. It is now the Navy's turn. They're basically going to hold position in the rear, make sure everything's good. Arkhan.
We were going to do the go forwards thing.
All right. Goes forwards.
Oh, hey, we can see a junction down there.
Yes, indeed. There is a junction of some sort.
And I think we're gonna go do the go forwards thing again.
Okay. Oh, right. That door. Yeah, that door's open, so it's supposed to be. Okay, yeah, you're right. All right. Yeah, that is turn. Grog and Bojangle.
Grog's gonna move up. I guess he can't move all the way up to the next set of doors. Oh well.
Let's see. He could go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, he could get to this.
This door?
Yeah, he could get to like right next to that door. He can't interact with it or anything, but he could get there.
Okay. And whoop. Can I get up to here?
Yeah.
Also, why is my sight so bad?
Should be increased some. Let me double check.
Like I can only.
I can see to here. If you can see a little bit further than that, then yours is working properly.
Can you ping?
Yeah, he is pinging. Yeah, yours needs to be reset.
Yep.
What's it need to be set to?
The same as the
as-
Maldine.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be this on that there. Save. And then
Okay.
if I can click on your token.
Also, Dan, out of curiosity, is your
Is it working now?
is your dynamic lighting working now?
Yeah.
Holy
Okay.
crap!
All right then.
Well,
Fixed itself.
yeah. We'll figure out later if I can actually whatever. Anyhow.
Yeah, well, go ahead and take the auras off of his tokens then. It's working.
Well, let's all right.
Oh, jeez. Thank goodness. Oh yeah, for our listeners, this is a behind the scenes thing. For some reason, the dynamic lighting wasn't working for Dan and only Dan, and we couldn't figure out why. And apparently, it's now fixed itself. So I don't know. Maybe there was an update. Maybe his firewall got fixed. We could not figure it out.
What's giving you night vision, Dan?
The
Auspex actually have
no, not Auspex.
not the
Well,
Auspex.
it's the not Presense, but the
Photovisors. Yeah, he also has
yeah.
photovisors.
Do those have tint at all?
No, the photovisor. The photovisor is the equivalent of
NVGs.
night vision. Yeah.
And it gives dark sight, which means I can see normally in the dark, or I think just as well in dark.
Dark sight is the removal of all penalties while fighting in the dark.
Yeah.
All
All right. So that's turn. Geirrungson.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Do you have anything else you want to do?
That is it. No. That is it.
Okay, good.
Rasp,
Geirrungson.
what do you have?
Photovisors.
Also photovisors.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why they have the same vision code. All right, Geirrungson, you're up.
I'm torn.
Okay. Okay, clear is thinking.
There's more doors. However,
It's not actually. Well, there's more doors down the hall. Directly in front of you, there does not appear to be a door. It appears to just be an open space where there's more room.
But there's more room inside.
Yeah.
But I want to break down the door. I'm gonna go break down another now. I don't have enough movement to break down another door. You know, I see a bunch of people back here. Let's see. I'm gonna double move up to this door and just kind of post myself up here. Again,
okay.
my shield is still facing this way.
Okay.
And then my berserkers want to go in here. They want to see what's in here. So that's 1, 2, 3.
All right.
They're my clear. I just breach.
They do have 3 more movement,
That's
or they
fair.
could take an action still.
1, 2. They're going in the bathroom.
Okay. If they could give me an awareness, minus 40.
Minus 40. Goodness.
Yeah.
That would have succeeded without any minuses. Goodness gracious.
So what they see in this particular room, it appears to be an office. There's a desk with a cogitator on one side. There's some posters, seem to be like tactical maps. One of them is like a display of a circuit board, sort of thing. Nothing else of interest in here.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. FeeNighTea.
Continued advance, this time from the roof.
Okay. Where to?
First move.
Okay.
Second move.
All right. And your fans?
What the fans doing?
They move up.
They move up. All right.
They're just going to roughly stay next to the other gigantic loud thing.
You know what?
Yeah.
Fair. All right. Navy's turn. So the first group that still has 6 in there is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to move up to here. And the other one's going to stay behind a little bit. 1, 2, 3. They're going to stay back here. Yeah. All right. Jump Master.
All right. 1,
Also, don't think I don't notice what you guys are typing in the chat
4,
right now.
5,
Mhm.
6.
For the record, yes, Saint Linus and Lucy Van Pelt.
Yes. I was. That was purely because of the blue blanket neatly folded on the beds.
Yep, perfect.
I believe that is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
Okay. Oh. Let me check.
I do see health bars. One of the health bars says 31, and I'm scared.
That'll be fine. I'm sure he's a big old wimp.
Why do I get the feeling this is going to be something gene stealery?
In which
you
case,
never know.
I will love it.
You never know. I will say, because it is at the edge of your vision, you can make an awareness test. Do you have auspex or anything?
I do not.
Then it will be at -20.
Well, not even worth making for the squad, because they would have to crit.
Hey, you never know.
No.
You get a sense that there's something in front of you, and you would also know vaguely this is the direction you're supposed to go, and there was definitely something in the message last time of they were trying to break down the door, but you don't hear anything, you don't see anything, but you get a sense that there's something ahead of you, and it's not good.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
It's the sliding
As actually-
door next to me.
Oh, I actually
We're actually
forgot
in the
about
new
that.
Alien movie right now.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot about that. One of the orcs, says, "Hey boys, I don't like this. We's commandos. We's good at the sneaky, but this is too creepy, too weird." Ugh.
Can you flip a coin real quick?
Sure.
Either with the luck roll or whatever.
What?
Lower is better. So that there's emotes as though he was speaking aloud, but it was all internal and spoken via the connection between them. So there's some hand gestures and like a squint, a quick nod to the area around with just the head, but there's no actual talking.
Squig boss, squig Grog, what would you like to do?
He's going to open the door.
Can we all
Okay.
agree that Grog is actually the main character of this duo?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that
know what?
duo? Yeah.
Let me make a roll for myself real quick. Ooh, okay, that's bad. The door is locked.
Let me see if I have something for this.
I don't think Grog cares about locked doors.
Right. No.
It's called a foot.
Probably not. but
Right into
give me
it.
a second.
So there's like a button on the side that you can press to open the door, and he presses the button and nothing happens, and he just keeps pressing it.
Smith is going to cut the door with his las cutter.
All right. I will say that takes one action, but very easily. And the door opens.
Whoa.
Why is...
Oh, yeah, yep. I had to
There we
click
go.
it. Ah, what in the
Fifteen
devil?
Hey! Grog still has 2 actions. You still have 1 action. And you look inside, and there's a bunch of what look to be people. There at first, they're in kind of these really dark purple outfits. But then one of them kind of turns as there's a bit of like, as they hear kind of the slight opening of the door, and even with praise sense, you were able to tell, oh, that's not right. That has an extra arm. Those eyes are not human shaped in any way, shape, or form. What the fuck is that?
Question.
Yes.
Can we just close the door and just keep on walking? Just be like, I'm not going to deal with this right now.
You can if you want to.
Just nope.
I'm gonna do this real quick for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely noticed you opened the door.
Well. Smith is going to shoot at them.
Okay.
This is. Oh man. Are they at least hybrids?
3 arms is not a full stealer.
Yeah.
That's think of.
Yeah, this is what I forget what the levels are exactly called. I know pure straight is like where it reverts back to human, if I remember right. No, these are like
pure strain is when they come out as actual gene stealers.
Okay. But no, these are...
That's like 4th gen, isn't it? 4th generation is pure.
Yeah.
I have to re-roll that. Otherwise, that's a jam.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, no, these are...
That is a hit.
That is 1 hit. You do not need to roll damage. These are just the cultists. They're jobbers. You got 1.
And then Grog is going to scary and just charge in and for fuck's sake.
I love that the reaction to scary is charge in.
Yeah.
Hey, fight or flight. He choose fight.
That's true.
No, it is fair, but it's also very funny.
2, 3. All right, that is 4. You do get your charge.
Yes, I do. Really should have done. Oh well. That charge. Do you have to have swift attack trained?
You need the talent, the swift
Yeah,
attack,
you need
yes.
talent.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Grog is going to take a fatigue. Thankfully, Ogren, so he's got lots of it.
All right.
Oh, there's
There
2
we go.
groups in there, I just realized.
Yep.
Yes, there is.
Because
All right.
I saw the group down here, but then Grog didn't charge at that group, and I realized, oh, there's a second group.
Since it's that many hits, can I kill 6 of them?
I'm going to say no, but Grog is effectively your fire team, and He's a giant ogren. I would say that's 3.
Okay.
I am a generous game master. Nothing else.
He is. He
I'm
is.
honestly too generous, I think, most of the time.
No, I think just about right.
Yes.
All right. That is turn.
I realized I just should have stayed outside and just locked the door. Like, welded it, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Oh well.
I should have thrown a grenade. Fuck. Oh well.
All right, next turn. Oh right. I can actually add these guys to the initiative order, and what they rolled. Shoot.
We have like an initiative order of like 1.
Oh, these guys actually did. I rolled a 1 on their initiative, so they get like they got like a 3.
Yeah.
Shoot. How does one add to the initiative count without? Oh wait, there it is. Add turn. No, I got it. All right, so their initiative was 3.
So we got a full turn now. Let's go.
All right.
I would say the group that's the group that Grog is attacking gets their turn. The other one, however, does not because they weren't paying attention. Also, I should have described what is in this room. There's a desk sitting in the middle of the room, and behind it is a bunch of lockers. It appears to be some sort of like requisition office. A lot of lockers, a lot of filing cabinets. Just kind of on the back wall. The group of gene stealers that Grog is attacking seem to be like looking through them. Seem to be kind of like sorting through stuff. There's a bunch of papers all over the floor. But yeah.
Oh, also, Corporal Smith would have yelled out gene stealers as soon as he saw them.
Oh, dang. These guys, I forgot. These guys don't actually have their melee weapons on them. They only get the basic knife.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Because I have a whole weird range of stuff for the Gene Stealers. But right now I just added what they would have on them for this mission. And, yeah, they don't really have anything this mission. So, standard, no aim. They're going to take 2 shots. And they got 1 success. I'm pretty sure that doesn't do anything.
That does nothing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they can't do anything.
They can't while in melee, at least. I don't think they can. I don't think they can hit or hurt Grog, even with their ranged weapon, which we'll probably get to at one point.
Probably not.
Whoops. There we go. Geirrungson.
Yes.
There was some cutting happening behind you, and then you heard gunshots and Grog screaming and running into a room.
I look.
Your own squad, because you do have microbeads, they basically just report back. Room seems clear.
Okay. So I look back at the door that's been cut with disappointment. Should have been broken into. And would I have heard Jangles shout out Gene Stealers? Or whatever he
I
shouted
definitely would have yelled it out over the Vox.
I was going to say, are you even aware of... Actually, yeah, you would have been briefed enough to know, hey, this is a Xenos threat. You'd read the primer. I'd say, yeah, you'd be able to recognize a Gene Stealer.
Okay, well, I am heading... Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, hey, there's something in there. All right, I know where they're going. I'm kicking down this door. Actually, I'm going to test to see if it's unlocked first.
That door is unlocked.
I'm kicking down this door.
All right.
I'm kidding. This door survives.
All right, you press...
Because it looks like the bathroom.
You press the call button, and you see there's a bench with some like hooks up top. One of them has a towel hanging on it. And then you see what looks to be a lot of refresher stalls. You have found the bathroom. Please give me an awareness check.
Okay.
This is going to be at a -30.
So you're telling me I'm crit fishing here?
You never know.
Yeah.
I'm not that. I don't pay attention much here. Okay.
There's some toilets. There's a sink. You look to one corner. There looks to be a little bit of mold that's built up. Really need to clean up a little better in here.
I do.
But other than that, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing worthy.
Free action. I'm stealing the towel.
You know what? I will allow it.
And then I see another.
You never know
door.
when you can use a towel.
I'm heading up here.
All right.
And I'm breaking down this door if I can.
Unfortunately, you'll have to wait till next turn to break down the door. You can't move to there. But wait, actually, no, actually, because you did have to move to get there because you moved there last time. Yeah, you can break the door or try to open it.
So here's how
you can press. You can try pressing the call button, or not the call button, the door button as a pre-action. Or do you specifically want to break this door down?
What I specifically want to do, I want to charge this thing with my shield. And just slam my way through it. See if I can break into the room.
That will be athletics. Athletics -10.
Athletics -10. I should probably roll on Geirrungson's sheet here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to fatigue this, actually. Just because I want to.
Oh. All right.
It's still fatiguing, so... There we go.
There you go.
That was 2 fatigue?
So, yep, 2 fatigue.
All right.
So you run up, and at first the shield slams into the door, leaves a dent to the side, but doesn't actually break in. And then you pull back, and then you slam again, and the corner of your shield hits the button on the side, and the door slides open.
Of course it does. All right, in I go.
All right,
because I did charge. That would have put me on the 4th tile at least. Then
yes,
so I'm in
I would say that's fine. You are in. You see 2 desks with some papers. Looks to be not really a kind of an office, kind of a reception desk area. Basically, it's just a place where people work, and they've got some parchment. They got some autoquills. There is another door already opened down here that you can see.
All right. Well, let's see. That's a movement and an action, so I can't do anything more there. I can't do anything more with my Berserkers, so that's my turn.
All right. FeeNighTea. Jangles just shouted something about a gene stealer, took a shot, and then Grog ran into the room.
All right. I'm actually going to advance faster, I think, now. Not actually breaking stealth, but there is a more motivated pace forward.
Okay.
Because we're here to save a commander. And, you know, the last thing we need is a gene-stolen commander.
This is true.
The commanders have the nicest denim clothing.
Mm-hmm.
This is commonly known, in fact. Every Imperial commander, upon receiving the rank, is given fine denims. Because silks are out of fashion in the modern Imperium.
Yeah. Obviously, that's why
everyone knows truly denim is the mark of luxury.
Yeah, the best of denim jeans.
Denim vest with torn off sleeves? Perfection.
Holes in the jeans? Perfect. One of those
weird... Holy jeans.
See?
Very Imperial, actually. Holy jeans.
One of those little denim button-up shirts, which honestly they look terrible, but that's beside the point. I mean,
Vallis, what do you got?
They look like a bunch of farmers after a while.
The fans are going to go crumping. They're going to charge and crump.
All right.
Now, they can't actually see where they are, but they saw where Grog ran, so that's good enough to charge in that general direction and then crump something when they can see it.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. They have no
Okay.
idea. They have no idea there's another group in here, but they do see. They see a giant hulking figure of an Ogren in melee combat right now. So they go run to help them.
You had them in melee combat.
It's true. All right. They may make one attack.
Oh, they'll push that.
All right.
There you go.
They take 1 fatigue, and 2 more cultists are dead.
Ah.
Is that all?
Unless I can move further than the 6 tiles while stealthed.
Unfortunately, not while stealth.
I figured not.
Yeah, it's unfortunately there's not much you can really do for movement unless you have, like, I think, special talents where you can, like, run in stealth, which I don't think you have. I'm pretty sure that's something in base game.
I don't have any talents that improve my stealth action in this sense.
There was a talent for running and stealthing that was definitely on the list for things I wanted on Wilma.
Mm-hmm.
Although
That's what I thought.
shooting and retaining stealth was a higher priority.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the Navy gets there.
They can see.
Yeah, they'd have something. I think they have presence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they'll get to the door, but they can't do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that was their full move to get in there to actually see something. And now they're being effective meat shields. Jumpmaster. Gunshot. Screaming of Ogren and Orc behind you. A strange Viking person just kicked in another door bashed in another door with their shield. What do?
I move up 3.
All right.
What is it that I see at the end of that hallway?
So at the end of the hallway, you can kind of see actually with one group has a concerned look on their face. There looks to before of at first you think, oh, those are humans. There's probably more of those chaos cultists, and then you start noticing, one of them has an extra leg. One of them is like walking backwards. Their spine is like twisted around. One of them has a like extra tall and long head. Those are absolutely gene stealers. The other thing you see is
Consume your genes.
a large hulking monstrosity. You don't see what it looks like at the front. Its back is currently turned towards you. It is currently clawing, it looks like, at a door, trying to pry it open or cut it open. You're not entirely sure. But it is a giant, massive thing, and it also appears to be in the same shade of purple. I don't think you'd be able to tell that with the price sense. I don't know.
Photovisors would be true color.
There would be true color. All right.
Presence wouldn't, photovisor would.
That's what it is, yeah. Couldn't remember 40k lore there for a sec. But yeah, it seems to be like wrapped in kind of the same color of purple, although there's a lot of like exposed, not exactly skin, kind of scales. Hard to tell. Whatever it is some abomination that is trying to get through a large door, which, if you check on your HUD where you pinged where the commanders be, the commander's on the other side of that door.
There's a general call on Vox. Forget the chaff. That there's a hard target going after our primary objective.
I have a very fun thing I want to do. And I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but it's imperative I stay stealthy for a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
And I am gonna just roll something for my own decision making.
Okay. I will also say, will say, if you take a shot, there's no way you can hit FeeNighTea because he's on the ceiling, right? You would have to crit fail you would have to crit fail with like a 99 to hit him right now.
Can I piece together stuff?
Define piece together.
I have Forbidden Lore Gene Stealer cults.
Aha.
So can I glean additional info from all of these comments and call-outs, or do I need to actually see more of an enemy first?
There hasn't been enough of a description over the comms to tell you what it is, but you do know, you can gather at least that there's like general gene stealers about, probably small cultists, nothing really to be too concerned about. But then they called out a hard target, and they called out, I think that, did you call that out that it was at the door? Sorry.
Yes, it is digging in at our primary objective.
Yeah. I will say that FeeNighTea would know primary objective is straight ahead. So there's a giant something. You don't know what exactly, because there's multiple things it could be. You'd have to get closer or get more description. But if what's going through your mind is going through your mind right now, excited chittering noises.
Jesus.
Is this a big enough to give me an aim bonus?
It is hulking, yes. So you get the plus 10 for hulking.
All right, that's a hit.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
That's Righteous Fury, 14 pin 7.
14 pin 7. Oh, okay. Roll of the Righteous Fury table then.
Right leg, energy. All right.
Ooh, not bad.
Almost max. It could have been a 5, but it was at least a 4.
All right. Combat. Conditions, healing. Wounds. Here it is. Energy leg, you said.
Energy leg, 4.
Energy critical effects leg, 4. Blast causes a nasty compound fracture of the target's leg. The target reduces its movement by half, rounding up. Reduce movement by half. And the target may not run or charge.
That is huge.
The effect to the target's movement persists until target receives medical attention.
That is huge against a Gene Stealer big bruiser.
Yeah. Oh, that is... Ooh.
Finally found the gif I was looking for.
No, I was looking for the same. God damn it!
And that was me shooting. By the way, would the blast from the hell gun have illuminated the target for Fee?
Fee, you may make a free awareness. I will give you plus 30. Actually, no, plus 20.
Okay. I see it.
You see it. Give me a roll for Gene Stealer, Forbidden Lore Gene Stealer.
Didn't see it well enough, I guess.
You didn't see it well enough to quite identify it. Although it's got kind of a bulbous head, and from your position on the ceiling, you're able to get a little bit of a better view. Over its shoulder, you saw what looked to be kind of a slightly tentacly mouth, maybe?
Oh, it's a Cthulhu.
And I guess that would be one hit from the Bannerman?
Yes, that is one hit for the Bannerman. Please roll damage.
Come on. I mean, that'll go through. Some of that's going to go through.
It will partially
Not
go
much,
through.
but that we've taken down this thing's ability to move fast and charge.
Mm-hmm.
So Chip is good. chip damage is helpful. Also, who would like to roll a d4 to find out who that was?
I'll do it. Oh, you go ahead.
No, I said you got it.
Oh.
Oh, it was the corporal. It was Kicker.
Nice.
Good.
Grog is going to
All right.
stay
Yep.
stuck in.
All right, fair enough.
Just having...
Ooh.
Grog.
Not a crit fail. Barely.
There we go. And
That is a success. That's your second attack?
first.
Oh, you faint. You not
yeah,
fainted. Fatigued. Okay. All right then. That is 2 more cultists dead.
All right, and then
Nice.
buddy, come on, buddies. Another fatigue.
Oh, very nice.
There you go.
All right. That is Grog has taken out 3 more cultists this round.
All right.
So there is one left standing.
And upon hearing that the priority is up ahead and seeing like a whole bunch of people duck into this room, Smith is just going to charge ahead.
All right.
Here.
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
the highest ranking person present did say, "Forget the chaff. Priority target is under threat."
All right. Still can't see the what it is.
Let me double check your vision real quick.
That's probably right. It's just barely clear
think-
to me, so a tile back might not be clear.
Yeah. I think it's obscuring your vision because there are people in front of you.
All right.
But you would be able to just faintly on the edge of your vision make out a group of what look to be people.
Okay.
Again, basically the same thing you were seeing in the room.
I'm gonna
You
shoot
can't
at
quite
the...
see the hulking thing.
Okay, I'm going to shoot at the group of people.
I don't think you have the movement, the action for that.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, you had to take a full movement to get there.
Gotcha.
You can't charge shoot. You can only charge melee.
No, it was.
Yeah.
I was just moving.
Yeah, but you had to move twice to get there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So with that, it is the Gene Stealer's turn. The one Gene Stealer. All right. Well, the first one's got to make a willpower because he's surrounded by an Ogrid and 2 orcs and a mad cultist with a sword. What the hell's going on here?
That's the situation where the human suddenly becomes the most threatening thing because they're a human in the middle of all of this.
Yeah.
I'd say. I think he probably just auto. Oh, yeah. All right, that works.
Hey,
I
if
was
he
just
wants,
like-
I want the orcs to just grab him and pick him up next. I just want to be like, grab, lift off ground, feisty cat.
He is.
I would have said they auto succeed just because the hive mind is still probably
We must also remember, though, these are Gene Stealers that have survived for nearly a century on a space Hulk.
Yeah.
A space
They have
Hulk
seen some
occupied
shit.
by Chaos Orcs and potentially Drukhari.
Yeah, they have seen some shit. Unfortunately, with a natural 1, my streak of the cannon fodder fighting to the very end with no remorse. Yeah.
Bring it.
It's like, in the name of the Helix, we will emerge with you. They're going to take a point-blank shot at the only one they probably could kill, which will be the human cultist. So I'm going to call that as
Called
a
shot.
I'm going to do that as a cold shot.
Called
point-blank
shot
range.
human.
Yeah. It's probably half a called shot. So what's the normal penalty? 20? It's probably only 10.
I'd still say because it's the whole squad, and I'll still give them the minus. Okay, I'll put them on full auto. Even though their weapon doesn't have that, but that's the minus 10. Point blank plus 30. I'm also going to give them an extra plus 10 because crit 1. They are supremely inspired by the healing.
I would say that normally point blank does not apply if they are actually engaging you actively in melee. Only if you've disengaged to within 3 meters, but not in the melee, but also nat 1.
Yeah.
And then that one's giving it to him.
Yeah. Do they have a pistol?
No.
Or, okay, well. Yeah.
They unfortunately do not have a pistol. I only have these guys only have 2 things. One is a knife, and the other is a laslock.
That's something.
Fethit, they're going to fatigue. They only got 5 fatigue, but they're going to push. 2, 3.
Okay.
4.
Hey!
They're going to roll damage. 11 pin 3 with the last lock.
Now that'd be another shot.
What?
Oh,
No,
no,
it's not
It's
actually
not
full
as a
auto.
modifier. It's not
full
actually
auto.
full auto.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, it's a last lock. It doesn't have anything other than a standard shot. So yeah, 11 pin 3. I believe that would take out a cultist.
That's the Core Knight.
Yeah, let me pull up the Cordite sheet.
He's currently at wound 1, which means he also has injured, critical, and dead as other wound states.
Yeah. Shoot, I don't actually have their there. That's right. Let me pull up Rending Flame Blade, Chaos Cultist, Cannon Fodder. Yeah, wound 7. Only armor is to the body at 2. And this hit right leg. Wasn't very useful, but unfortunately, your cultist is dead.
The cultist soaked hits for more important members of the
That's true.
That's true.
More interesting members of the group too.
Reach out.
Yeah.
For card! And then immediately gets shot in the right leg. It's completely blown off. Blood is just kind of like, seeping out and kind of drifting in place. It's not really lifting up or down, but it's kind of floating to the side. And
then Bubbert, Bubbert looks down and is like, "Take out Francis, boss!"
He sacrificed himself for the fan base.
The other cultists are also going to fire with their last lock. They don't get point blank. They only get short range. Because they're fighting the Navy that just turned the corner. All right. No, they're just firing wildly. Let's see. The other cultists, they are going to fire, but they're firing blind, so because they've got some extra vision, but they don't have far enough to reach the corridor. So I'm going to impose a minus 20 on them. Oh, their last locks have some problems. The other guy, however, is going to stop it scratching, and you hear this. And 1, 2, 3.
Remember, half movement
4.
can't charge.
Right, did forget the half movement part.
That's probably good.
Can't even run. And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would be its movement. Unfortunately, it does not have any other anything else it can do right now, even for a second turn. So, yeah. I am going to do a thing. Let me double check. Also, forgot some ability here. Oh, okay. No problem, MrNone. Immunities. I mean, he's got a lot of immunities, but unfortunately, energy shot in the leg is not one of them. Resistances, I should say. He's got only one immunity, and yeah, the armor. That armor didn't apply. Yeah, that is the enemy's turn. Unfortunately, MrNone just left for a moment. So yeah, we'll see how this goes.
You could swap for a round.
That is true.
Or we could wait. It's okay either way.
Yeah. I think we'll go ahead. He'll take his. Well, as soon as he gets back, he'll be able to take his turn. In the meantime, FeeNighTea.
Now, I want to do something that may require some bending of rules, perhaps.
Okay.
Well, first off, I would like to advance to within striking range of the Gene Stealer.
1, 2, 3. You can do that, and it will only be one action.
Okay.
So you can get to there. Yeah.
I kind of there's so much I want to do right now, and I want to do two things. Still, is the issue.
But
let me lay out step one.
Okay.
I would like to fire a cartridge from the UMUCD down onto it.
Okay.
And this cartridge is called Melty Stuff. It is a cartridge that fires yellowish-green globs of a chemical that warms and dramatically sizzles and pops when exposed to air, but burns away a few seconds harmlessly.
Mm-hmm.
So it requires an int check to realize you are not currently engulfed in acid that is killing you.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And then if you would be so kind to permit it, I would love to attempt one tackle. Literally just throw myself off the ceiling.
Rule of cool.
That is bending the rules, but you are floating, and you will be able to. You could just like push up and make a grab attack.
It gets to roll against the tackle too.
That's true. So yeah, I will allow it.
All right. So first off is int. It gets covered in what appears to be deadly acid from above, from something it did not know was there.
All right, intelligence roll. Success.
How are you this smart, you feather?
It looks up and goes,
yeah.
Huh? And then it looks straight up into your eyes. Massive. The best way to describe it is Cthulhu face looks up at you, tentacles waving. It kind of looks up at you confused, and you may make your tackle attack.
All right, so it just makes a toughness test.
Unnatural toughness, yay!
Yeah.
All right, so what the events that happened is this entire time, Fee has been slowly crawling along the ceiling. It advances forward, and Fee just launches off, fires a cartridge of what looks like acid down on it from above, and then tackles it to the ground. So they are currently both like prone and grappling.
I will say because it is a big hulking monstrosity, it does have an injured leg. So it is not prone, but it is currently being grappled.
All right.
So
we'll call it grappling.
Its movement is even more reduced, basically. Yeah.
So I just xenomorphed a Gene Stealer.
Yep.
I crawled on the ceiling above it, spit acid on it, and then jumped on it.
All right, MrNone, you're back.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. It is your turn now, then.
Okay. So, well, first of all, I am going to move. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my shield is still. Yeah, my shield's going to face this way now because big, mean things this way. So.
Fair.
And my Berserkers are just. They heard the command to move up and in 2, 4, 6. So we got to move up and in.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right, Navy. These guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. These guys, because they're kind of stuck in, they're going to take 2 shots with shotguns. Short range. Is that short range? Yeah,
That's
10.
just short range, yeah.
Yep. Standard shot. They do not get a half aim.
But scatter does convey a +10.
It does?
Yeah, on the errata.
Okay.
On all of
Alright.
our sheets.
As a fail. As a success. 5. All right. I will take it.
I mean, shotguns in short range, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of what they're designed for.
That's the Navy's turn.
This thing is
lads
big
didn't
enough
get to
that we
move.
can still get clean shots on it, even with Fee tackling it, right?
Fee, roll on the scatter table.
Real quick, my lads didn't get to do a thing.
Oh, I'm very
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, very sorry about that. Yeah. I'll go ahead and let you do that first. What do they do? They are currently engaged with one very determined cultist.
I want
And they
both
just
my
killed the
orcs
other
to
one.
grab him.
All right. I think that would be an opposed athletics.
Okay. Do they?
I will say they will get a bonus for ganging up because there's 2 of them and 1 of him. So we'll say +20.
Okay. 2 orcs versus 1 gene stealer cultist.
Yeah, no, that dude is pinned.
So they both just go to either side of him and just grab him and lift him up, and now they're just gonna slowly walk out of the room carrying him.
Yes! Yes! I was about to say, do they just slowly start walking him away?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
only
kick
one
his
action.
leg.
Us.
That was only one action, so they still got 3 movement.
All right. They start moving.
Yep, there you go. Yep,
We'll just kind of attach them there.
fair. Okay, now, sorry. If FeeNighTea could roll on the scatter table for me.
Yes, of course. Was this where I landed?
Basically, did you land in the front or the back of this thing? Ooh, okay. So landed on the right, on you guys that are currently in the hallway, on the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, where you were, I think.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, really. So there's a chance if your degrees of failure are 1 or 2 that you'd hit FeeNighTea. Degrees of failure.
I'm going to risk this.
All right.
I'm assuming I'm gonna have Bouncy take the stem, so Bouncy is shooting without fatigue.
All right.
Everybody else is giving a full aim, or a half aim, but it counts as a full aim because there's also the hulking bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And here goes from Arkhan. Arkhan is going to push that.
All right.
Arkhan is going to push that.
Yeah.
Arkhan is going to push that.
Oh boy.
5 degrees of failure each time. Wow.
I'm going to refresh and then push that. It's literally only 89s and 94s. I'm refreshing the fucking algorithm.
Repeat it. 89, 94, 89, 94. Target 49.
You're magical right now.
Yeah, it's quite impressive, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That's more unlikely than anything.
Yeah.
Alright, Arkhan, I swear
It's gonna be an
you
89.
need to fething hit this time. I'm currently on... That was 3 rerolls so far. This is the 4th reroll now.
Yep.
At least it's different.
I'm going to roll this one more time.
This is 5.
I am now on 7 fatigue with Arkhan.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that means the Arkhan is maxed out.
Arkhan is maxed out. If Arkhan pushes one more time, Arkhan goes down.
Alright. Would Arkhan like to go down, or would you like to see if the Bannerman can hit?
I'm gonna see if the Bannerman can hit.
Alright. And one of your team members isn't shooting right now, correct?
They spent one action instead of aiming to
okay.
not clear their fatigue, to not be affected by their fatigue.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Which actually is net the same effect, but will also help them next turn.
Yes.
So this turn, all of my team members are on the same 2 hit.
Yep.
Because that is all 4 of them hit.
Alright. That is target 55, roll 11. Roll damage.
Roll damage 4 times. Alright. By the way, this is in order that they appear on my sheet. So that was Kicker with the crap roll, Back There with the 12, Bouncy with the 11, and Trom with the 10.
Alright, and the first shot was the right arm. So, that
it would go right arm, torso, or body, left arm, I think, is the rotation.
Yeah. So this creature has a special something. So those 2 would be negated, but this one, 2 points still go through.
Oh, it doesn't really take damage to the torso, huh?
Maybe.
Well, all of those connected, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, all of those hit, but there are certain, like, the right arm did, like, absolutely nothing. It barely grazed it. The ones on the torso definitely hit. You did hit FeeNighTea, but seemed to not really do much. Weird. Alright, that is turn. Grog and Smith. So.
I think there will be a
Grog
call out.
wants to
real quick. I think there will be a Vox call out of center mass doesn't seem to center mass seems to get soaked up by its armor. Basically, will get called out to the rest of the group.
Okay. Grog really wants to do like a drive-by on the last cultist here, and then charge in. I'm sorry, that's what I want to do. But seeing as like he's being handled, and Grog's just gonna charge this group down here. I really wish there was like a wall of muscle mechanic, but you know. This system did not keep up with all the tabletop editions. Anyhow,
Yeah. All right, weapon
charge.
skill. With charge. Yep.
Boom. Oh, dude, come on, Grog.
Would you like to push?
I will push. Well, looks like we're pushing today. Right?
Push it real good. What is with these rolls right now?
I don't know. There we go.
Hmm.
3 degrees of
3.
success.
That is 2 more cultists.
Yeah. And then, can he? Well, that was a full charge.
Yeah, that was charged. So that was
yeah.
Grog's move.
And then, Corporal Smith is going
wait,
to shoot at the Gene Stealer.
The giant hulking monstrosity here, or the ones in the back?
The giant hulking monstrosity.
Fair enough.
All right, that's short range.
Do keep in mind where you are. Degrees of failure of 1 or 2 will result in FeeNighTea taking a hit shot.
Yeah. He's gonna fire a single shot. He's gonna half aim it. So.
When Dan's done, Paul, I want to raise something.
Okay.
Take it. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna shoot the Gene Sealer group in the back, cultists.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna do semi-auto. Well, shoot, he just misses.
You did aim there, so you get a second shot, correct?
No, he did.
He did aim. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
The low damage hit, replacing the 1 with a 5, does that get any damage through on that hit?
Replacing the 1 through a 5
would make it 9 damage, pin 7.
No, that still does no damage.
Okay. Well,
and that will be a solid hit, but no damage goes through.
Okay. Well, at least it's not an embarrassing hit anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cultist turn. The ones down in the bottom, getting outnumbered. They are now in melee. They are going to disengage. And well, they gotta shoot Grog. He's the biggest, scariest threat in the room. So, short range, standard, no aim.
Well, hold on. They have to first take a disengagement action.
They did, yes.
All right. Well, then move.
So they only get 1 shot.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, and they failed. So,
right.
And not going to bother giving these guys a fatigue. I'm not going to bother giving these guys fatigue or anything. They're jobbers. They're dead.
Okay.
The cultists at the top, however, they have a whole bunch of juicy targets, so they're just going to open fire. These guys are going to be at standard range, standard shots, and they're not going to bother to aim. They're taking the 2 shots. Ooh, all right. And failure. They're going to push that second one. Ooh, all right. Let's see. So between the Bannerman, Arkham, and Bojangles, let's see. There's 4 Bannermen there, correct?
4 Bannermen and Arkhan.
All right.
Would not be particularly distinguishable from each other.
Right. So because of this, I'm going to say roll 2d6. If it is 3 through 6, it's going to be one of the Bannermen. If it is 1, it is going to be Arkhan, and 2 if it's going to be Smith. Sounds fair?
All right. So one of the bannermen, one at Smith.
Yep.
And it would be the
first
degrees
one-
of success would translate to health states, right?
Yes. So the second one shot the bannerman, so that has 3 degrees of success.
Yes. And that was 4, which would be the second bannerman, which would be that would be, I believe that is back there. Yes, back there.
Bojangles, Corporal Bojangles, 9 pin 3.
9%
doesn't
sure
go
that does
through.
nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would do nothing to Arkhan, and I know that we're using the same gear basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, wait, where?
It was
First
the first
hit
shot.
was body.
Yeah.
No, first hit was left leg. The
sorry.
miss was body.
Yeah.
All right, let me see here. It goes down. That would actually do something.
Oh.
I don't know how it didn't do anything to you guys, but yeah.
Because I have better toughness, I think.
I've got 42 toughness. What do you...
I've got 43 toughness. Oh wait, pin 3. Yeah, pin 3 would have slightly gone through.
Yeah.
Why
right.
did that open?
Okay, so that goes down to 3.
Why calculate that? Is it athletics checks to throw off a grapple?
Yeah, athletic or strength.
Yeah. We will do the athletics check.
So I take 2 wounds.
Yes. Okay. Fatigue. Yeah, he's going to use a fatigue. All right, there we go.
Well, I'm not going to have much of a chance, but I'll try.
Yep.
Oh. Well, that was a great roll.
Very good roll.
Wait.
Unfortunately, but
These
Yes.
are
yeah. Okay.
dwarves,
He is
aren't
It's weird how the grappling rules work. So traditionally, you're supposed to like use the take control action, and then on your next turn, you can like do a variety of other things. But there is just a break free test that is this. It appears.
Yeah.
But it costs the whole turn to break free from a grapple.
Yeah. So it's not really able to do anything, except
I'm reading.
well, he's definitely infringing right now. Fierce Assault gives him extra attack. Ambidextrous doesn't do anything here. Yeah, basically the only thing is the grapple has been thrown off, so you have to re-grapple him if you want to do that. And he is basically going into a frenzy.
All right.
And you know what? It is the boss monster. I feel like he should get an attack.
Darn. I thought I had this all thought through because you have to spend your full action to use grapple actions.
To be fair, that is in the 6-second turn.
Yeah. All right, so he is going to use the weapon skill. I will be generous and not give him his normal fierce attack, so he gets. Oh wait, actually, wrong thing. There it is. So yeah, unfortunately, he does not get his second attack, but he will only get the one. So
This is going to hurt.
yeah.
Can I attempt to dodge to reduce damage?
You still have your reaction, so assuming he hits, then yes.
Okay.
Push. You may attempt to dodge.
The dice were so with me a second ago.
Ooh.
Like I said, this is really going to hurt.
Yep.
If you have any fatigue,
I have plenty of fatigue. I just don't want to use it.
All right, last call, or damage goes through.
Hit me.
All right. 13 pin 7 with razor sharp and tearing.
Wow.
What does those do? Anything that I need to know, or is just the numbers are the numbers?
Razor sharp doubles the penetration on certain things, I think.
I believe it has to do with degrees of success.
Yeah, and I think
And I believe 3 degrees of success is enough to trigger razor sharp.
I think so.
That's pen 14, which like at this
But I doubt that I think 7 was probably already overkill overkill pen.
Yeah. And he can replace...
it wasn't.
Yeah, he's got good armor.
I'm Carapist out here. I'm like full Carapist out here.
I mean, Carapace is still typically 6.
It's
even
it's my total thing with toughness is 8.
If the wielder scores 3 or more degrees of success when rolling to hit with this weapon, double its weapon's pin when resolving the hit. That's razor sharp.
So
and tearing,
I could have known that one.
Tearing, weapons are vicious. Multi use a fast jagged eve. Weapon roll 1 extra damage die. And lowest result is discarded.
Tearing is already included in the roll setup.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not in this one. All right, I'll just roll another straight d10.
Yeah, and it's likely to deal more because that was a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Vallis.
Hey,
you're fucking dead, dude.
The design intent of Gene Stealers was to kill Terminators on the tabletop.
Well, yes, I know that.
They are living can openers.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, that would be...
My point is, the only experience I have with their actual damage is the one I created in Beyond Recognition. Granted, that's supposed to be lower tier.
Yeah.
However, I did not know they have these things. I wish I could have succeeded that test earlier or made another one for my Gene Stealer cults. Maybe I could have approached that better. But that's a lot of damage.
So 13 plus 6, so that's 19, pin 14.
So
it's 19.
Yep.
How far into critical does that put you?
I'm
leg.
having trouble. I'm losing the right leg, I think, is what this means, essentially.
What is your wound count?
Yeah, that actually matters.
Yeah, it's 11.
okay.
So it's
What's your
a rending 8 to the right leg.
So,
Rending,
all right.
Let's see, explosive impact.
Is 8 enough to kill on a leg? It probably isn't.
I don't know. I think that's the last one before because Bentham and Dark Heresy got his leg cut off, and I think it was because it was a single bloody hack. The target's leg is lopped off, spurting its vital fluids across the ground. The target must immediately make a challenging +0 toughness test or die from shock. On a success, the target is stunned 1d10 rounds and suffers blood loss. Now only has 1 leg.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay, toughness it is then.
So flat toughness test, and you, even though you're technically going unconscious.
Do you have any talent that makes you resist blood loss?
Yeah,
I have an autonomous med kit.
Well, that'll come into effect.
And I have all of my fatigue to spend.
Yeah.
You will be able to spend your fatigue to resist or to pass the toughness test, but you will still be stunned and everything. So basically, this is make sure you don't immediately die.
Right.
Although my next would probably help if you don't immediately die.
Yeah, if I don't immediately die, then I can take on fatigue to make the med kit work without me spending.
Yeah.
Assuming I don't run out of fatigue.
Yeah. Flat toughness test. That is a success. So you do not immediately die. You must still roll 1d10 to be stunned. To see how many rounds you are stunned.
Okay. Sorry, the dice roller and stuff is in different spots.
Ooh,
8 rounds.
Stunned for 8 rounds. Your autonomous medkit will be able to help on your turn, but effectively you are out of combat right now.
Yeah. All right, and then that's critical. Okay. I think I've got everything notated there. Painful. That's all right.
Very. They do that, and it doesn't have any other turns. The GCOs took theirs. All right. Geirrungson, you're up.
All right. Well, first of all, I'm actually gonna use a stem because I have one of those. I chose that for instead of the frenzy for Brynjar here. So effectively, fatigue isn't affecting me anymore, even though I have 2. And then I am gonna move in. My Berserkers are gonna charge up as far as I can to, was it 2, 4, 6? Let's go 4, 5, 6. We'll go there.
Yep.
So my shields should still just be kind of facing this way, right?
Facing the giant hulking monstrosity that just took off the siren's leg. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. And since I actioned and moved and then double moved, that's my turn.
Wait.
You did.
Oh yeah, you took drugs and then you moved.
I took.
Oh, that
drugs
move
and
would have been a charge move.
Oh well,
yeah.
if it's going to be a charge move, I'm going to charge.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So this is. I'm not going to use my big knife this time. I'm going to use my chainsword.
There you go.
Ooh, fancy.
Yep, that's on the charge. Perfect.
That is a hit. Roll your damage.
11
left arm. All right. Thanks.
Roll another d10.
Yeah, you didn't roll the tearing effect.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
All right. D10. 11 pen
damn.
2.
Yeah. Unfortunately, chainsword absolutely makes contact with the left arm, which makes sense. Your position. It seems to kind of like dig in for a bit, but the scales or whatever it is on this thing are very resistant, and it appears not to take any damage.
Okay. Can you remind me what balanced does again? I don't remember.
It's good for you get a +10 to parry.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That is your turn.
All right. That's my turn.
All right. FeeNighTea, your current action. Bleh.
Yeah, I'll spend fatigue to have an autonomous medical check.
All right. Roll Medicaid.
Damn, that seems like I should spend more fatigue, shouldn't it? I will. What else am I going to spend this fatigue on, eh?
That's true. I mean, stopping the blood loss, maybe. Hey!
That's better.
It's a lot better.
Yep.
I mean, this is stopping the blood loss.
So,
All right.
what happens with Fee is the leg gets lopped off, and they just fall over backwards in shock. And when they hit the ground, just this small bird shoots up and licks the wound closed, essentially. It starts pecking and cauterizing the wound with its saliva.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully reseals the suit.
It's not like we're actually in Void right now.
Yeah.
Yet.
I've got another curious question.
Hmm.
Can I... This would not be helpful at all for our buddy Skjoldr here, at all. It would be, in fact, bad for him. However, I also have a living hand grenade. 2 of them.
Unfortunately, I'm going to say that requires you to be conscious to use.
Ah, darn.
So, if you are conscious, they have a bit of autonomy. The Medicaid, I say, has a bit of a...
It was designed specifically to work.
It was designed, exactly.
Yeah.
The grenades, though, you have to be... basically, you have to be functioning to give it the command.
What was your int bonus?
I have 44 int.
So you are now at flat 0, right?
Yep.
So if it can heal you one more point next turn, you can be back up. Well, I guess the
stun
8 rounds. Yeah.
Stun, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, the blood loss is stopped. Assuming you don't get trampled or anything, you might live.
I just want
but
to say,
you're-
I wasn't going to set off the actual frag. I wanted to set off the flashbang. But I get it. It's not in the cards there. That's
Yeah.
okay.
What are your fans doing?
They're marching this captured unit.
All right.
Just like that. And I think, as part of that, can they just knock him out? Is it possible? Could they just lay out this Gene Stealer cultist?
He's grappled. It's still vaguely humanish. Yeah, you can just knock him out.
All right, we're going to consider it a move and knockout, because then they can drop the body and possibly help.
He's just ranting, "We must maintain your genetics. They will be brought into the fold. It will be..."
The
It's
ironic
a headbutt,
thing,
isn't it?
yeah, of course it is. It's an orc, but the ironic thing is they're talking my language. All right, that's my turn then.
All right. The Navy. They're going to move forward 3 to right here. They're going to shoot at the big guy. Let's see. Only on a 1 failure would they be able to hit Geirrungson with this. So that will be standard range for them. Let's see. Hit 40. Yeah, they have no fatigue. You know what? That's their. The ones at the bottom are going. You know what? They don't want to shoot Grog, so they're actually going to rush forward and take 1 shot with their cutlasses.
Yeah.
So standard. Ooh, crit success. Okay. All right.
That's usually double degrees of success.
Yeah, no, there was only 3 of them left, so.
Oh yeah, they're gone.
Yep. Arkham.
Shooting into the fray.
All right. Once again, single degree of failure, you are going to hit Geirrungson. Otherwise, you're going to be fine. Shoot.
I am going to potentially re-roll that result, but I want to see what the Bannermen do first.
All right.
Because these are resolving at the same time, both on my turn.
Yep.
This is the shot from the this is the shot from the ones that are not stemmed. That's going to be 3 hit.
Oh, that's a crit. Also.
That's a crit. Can that double to 6 hits?
Yes, it will.
They were actually on they were actually on semi-auto, even though they didn't take the penalties from it, just because it was a crit.
Yeah.
Speaking of it being on semi-auto, that is what Bouncy is doing, is a semi-auto burst.
All right.
All right. So that is
That's extra 2
8
hits.
damage rolls.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Whoops. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that 5 is replaced with a... or that 1 is replaced with a 5, even though I know that won't do anything.
Yeah. That particular one won't do anything.
So it was
Here's-
the first 6 would be left arm, body, right arm, leg.
Yes. So let me resolve those first because there's an interesting thing. The first shot to the left arm doesn't really do anything. The shot to the body, however, does something this time. It would deal 3.
10-7.
Oh, crap. Yep. That would be 16 is what it has. Next shot does nothing. The next one would do another 2 damage, so that would be 14. Last shot does nothing.
The last 2 shots, because both of those are 9s.
Yeah, last 2 shots.
And
neither of
then
those do anything.
Bouncy got, I think it goes leg.
Leg. Okay, so both of these would go through. The 10. 10 does not go. Wait, yeah, 1 point would go through with the 10. And it would be 4. So, all right, there we go.
They just blasted the feffing shit out of this thing.
And it's still standing.
Yep.
This thing just took 8 blasts from hotshot las guns. Holy feffing emperor.
Mm-hmm. And the funny thing again, first time you shot the body, didn't do anything, even though it was a lot of damage. Second time, left arm specifically, didn't go through, but it went through on the body this time. Weird. Anyways, Grog and Smith.
Grog is going to kind of sadly exit out, and then seeing the firefight up ahead is going to move to like here.
All right, that's fine.
Smith, having been shot at and actually wounded by these traitors, Nino's bad guy thingamabobbers, is going to shoot them.
All right. Open fire!
Yes, indubitably.
I love that Dusty isn't getting the chance to contribute while the squad is being badasses.
Look, Dusty was holding them back.
Oh,
Apparently.
That is a miss.
All right. You took the aim?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I cannot take any more fatigue.
Okay. Fair. All right, so turn?
It's turn.
All right. Gene Stealers. Cultists are going to take 2 shots. Are these guys on fatigue? No, I don't think I gave them fatigue. So
Keep in mind the Berserkers are in process of charging.
yes. Who is actually who they're going to shoot right now? So they were targeting. 3 degrees of success. So MrNone, for the Einherjari, if you could please roll to see who gets hit.
All right. What do you want me to roll? Luck roll or?
No, they got 3 degrees of success, so it's who takes damage.
Oh, okay.
Or do you just, or basically, 3 damage states go through for your troops.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So if you divide it out, if you actually keep track of who gets shot, you need to know that. Otherwise, it's just you take off the 3 points.
Yeah, no, I do try to keep track of who gets shot.
All right. Meanwhile, Geirrungson is in melee.
Yes, I
with
am.
a giant, horrifying creature thing. It is going to take a first melee attack against you, and it's got Furious Assault.
Oh boy.
Do it. Hit me.
Double checking. Actually, need to double check what Furious Assault does again.
This feels very familiar. Vallis, MrNone getting torn up by a big melee threat while the rest of us plink away from range.
It
free
is
second
a
attack
running
on
theme.
success.
However, I didn't get to do the big badass thing this time.
It does have 2 points of fatigue. But
Oh dear.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, it gets a second free attack because Furious Assault.
Okay.
All right.
going.
So you've lost your arm.
Hold on.
That's the first
That's
damage,
14.
and again, roll
Okay.
1d10.
Guys, I literally put the equation.
Only
in chat.
+1 damage.
So that's
Oh,
15.
that's right. You have to put the
Okay.
KH in the thing, isn't it?
Yes, it's 2d10 KH1.
Yeah. 2d10 KH1 plus whatever. Right?
Whatever, yeah.
Right. My bad. Sorry, I forgot you could do that with the thing. All right. Anyways,
That's only 1 more damage on that hit.
Mm-hmm.
oh shoot. Right.
Well, it's rolling another attack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It needs to roll.
But it was
extra
going
damage.
to attack again, right?
Yes.
So that's just the hit roll for the next attack.
You had your shield up, didn't you?
I do have my shield up, yes.
Well, hold on.
Wonderful.
So, the order of operations of this is important.
Mhm.
You can parry, which I would suggest doing because that's going to go straight through everything.
You are able
Because-
to dodge or parry. Yes. You have a
Because
reaction.
he's also the shield bearer class, the first ones that go through have to go through his shield too, which is
Yeah.
additional armor.
It's an additional 12 armor.
That would actually help because it's only getting an additional 7 from the razor sharp.
Mm-hmm.
So, roll your dodge, or roll your parry,
Yeah.
and then add +10 to that because of balanced.
Okay. Where's that? Parry, where are you? There you are. +10, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
I am gonna push that if I can.
Yeah,
yes.
I would do that.
That is harsh. Off by 1 point. Ugh.
But it would still need to beat the degrees of success.
Yeah.
True. So
No, it would.
Don't the
No.
degrees
Oh, wait,
detract
no.
from theirs?
Yeah, it
No,
would.
because it's a single attack, so all you would need to do is parry 1.
But the parry would need to beat the DOS of the attack to
No.
reduce the attack to 0 degrees of success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first attack was 6 degrees of success
Sorry,
with a
that's
crit
bad.
2.
So all that does is negate one of the attacks.
Yes.
Right.
All right. So we'll just say the first damage roll that's 14 pin 7 will go through.
Okay. So
No, it would be negated.
No, that's the damage roll because the second attack, the first attack is negated. The second attack goes through, but there's
Oh,
no
with the
extra
damage roll.
because of the crit. Yeah,
Gotcha.
the damage roll. Yeah, the second attack's damage roll goes through.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's 14 pin 7.
14
That's
pin
14
7.
pin- No,
15 pin 7 because it
15
was
pin
a
7,
3
okay.
on the
Oops,
dice.
oh, yeah.
And the second
15.
dice was a 4.
it is
All right. So
15 pen.
14. Sorry, 15 pin
Nope.
4. No, it's only pin
Nope,
7
right.
because that
Pin
second hit
7
was
is only 2.
was
Only
2.
2 degrees success. Yeah.
So I do have my shield up. I've had it up this entire time.
Yes, you do.
made a
So
point of saying that.
yep.
So-
Nope. The shield counts.
So that's 15 pen 7. So that's, let's see, 15, 12. All right, let's see. That's going to be.
So what additional
12,
armor do you have
that's
on besides the
5.
shield?
I have best like carapace, which gives me another 6, and then I also have my 4 toughness. So,
Toughness. Yeah.
so let's see. That's 12, 6. 12 and 10 is 20. Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
All right.
However, it may damage or destroy the shield.
It may damage or destroy the shield's the big thing.
I think it would destroy the shield at that point.
The shield gets can opener.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's holding his arm up, and there's a shield there, and then he's just holding his arm up, and there's a strip of metal along his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with
Speaking
that,
of,
However, he survived.
speaking of,
I survived taking no damage.
I don't know if, unless the GM wants to say that that's how it works, if there's a specific mechanic about how much damage has to go through in order to destroy a shield.
I'd say
The shield
We will work on
soaked a
that.
crit.
yeah.
The shield soaked a crit.
Yeah.
So
Technically, the crit was blocked.
but the crit should still do something, even if there was a what 3 degrees of success parry. The crit should still do something.
Yeah,
All right,
So,
it'll be a benefit given to us. We can give it to the GM.
Yeah.
sure, absolutely.
anyways, second action.
Yeah, the second attack.
Scything talents. Scything talents. He's going to fatigue.
Does this thing not have even a single point of fate?
No, these guys do not. So that is 1 degree of success. Damage. Oh. Fortunately, it doesn't get its
Can't
razor
even
sharp.
replace
So,
that.
yeah. Does 9 pin 3 do anything?
Oh, let's see. 9 pin 3.
Yeah.
That deals like 3 damage. Or no, let's see. 9 pin 3, so that's 10, that deals 2 damage.
Mhm.
All right. It is now your turn.
You know, that thing just
Just
hit me.
badass.
That thing just hit me. I'm gonna hit it back twice. And I
Alright.
don't have a shield anymore, so I'm mad. I'm gonna all out.
All right. Yeah, that would hit. Roll your damage.
Alright, so they both hit it. Okay, so
Oh, both hit.
oh, I forgot to do the KH. Hold on. 1d10 or what would be 2d10 KH what?
1
Plus 2. There we go. So I'll just
plus
roll the
2
extra
plus 3.
plus 2 plus 3.
The strength is automatically calculated in.
Yeah.
All right,
mind.
so I'll roll the extra d10 for that 1 damage just to see.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, that helps.
That really does help. All right,
Yep.
and then I already rolled the second attack. Damage for the second attack would have been
There
Okay.
you go.
Shifting back to the body. Let's see. Yeah, both were body hits. Damage does not go through on the first one. Only 1 point of damage would goes through with the second one.
but hey, that gives me
However-
Enough for
But-
Fury.
that's
It is
Righteous
enough for
Fury.
Righteous Fury. Roll it.
That's body, target
Red
person,
body. Rending body.
rending body. Okay. That would be just a d5, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Where the fifth? There it is.
4.
Energy.
There you go.
4. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is where it gets effective. 4 blows. Oh, rending. Huh. The blow. Oh, okay. Yeah. The blow opens a long wound in the target's torso, causing him to double over in terrible pain. Target suffers blood loss and is stunned for 1 round. True grit, unfortunately, so negates blood loss. And stunned for 1 round. See if this guy's got anything. I don't think he has anything that would resist the stun. No, actually. Well, wait, he's in frenzy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frenzy's immune to stun.
Yeah,
Mm.
frenzy would make him immune to the stun. Still, oof.
Well, hey, I survived an attack against this thing, and then
What's
dealt
your-
1 damage.
Yes, you did.
What's his toughness bonus?
His normal toughness bonus is +7. Plus
So
2 on
true
natural
crit
toughness.
doesn't have to do with the bleeding. It reduces the critical of righteous furies and such by his toughness bonus.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So
I thought that was the blood loss.
Whenever
That's-
they
No,
suffer
blood loss
critical
is Die Hard.
damage, it is
Die hard.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
So True Grit,
Uh,
whenever critical damage is suffered, it's reduced by the toughness bonus
Okay.
to a
In that
minimum
case,
of
then-
1. To a minimum
Hold-
of
All
1.
right. All right. So in that case, that means it is not stunned, but it is bleeding. So you know you can.
It can bleed.
Reduced to 1.
Yeah, it would be
reduced-
it would be a critical body 1.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I was
I
trying to
mean,
say.
If
you take the-
target is not. If target is not wearing armor, this location takes 1 level of fatigue. If it is wearing armor, there is no effect. No effect. Well,
yeah,
there's a bit.
It has
here.
natural armor.
he's technically
Yeah. It's like it's not wearing armor, but it has armor. So
Titan.
yeah. Where's your squad doing?
My squad. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. What weapons do they have again? Gotta double check. Alright. I am gonna go, let's see, I'm gonna do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. That's my turn.
Yeah, no, we're not going to retcon that because I misread. I mixed up Die Hard and True Grit, basically. All right, so they're just moving?
Yep.
Okay. All right. FeeNighTea. Ow. 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 Ow.
More fatigue healing.
All right. How many uses does yours have?
Uh,
I think
it's
3?
so
Five?
my cures is entirely based on fatigue expenditure.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So it has as much as I have fatigue.
Yeah.
This is Medicaid, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We might need to check on the specific rules of Medicaid. Because I thought it was you can only Medicaid a PC so many times. But we can do that later.
Oh, it's GM's call here.
I'll say for now.
Like I said, we can do this in post.
Yeah, we'll do it another time. I think for now I'll allow the Medicaid to go through. We might change that in future.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Roll again. I'll take that.
Yeah. You're back up with because of the crit. I will say plus 1 HP. So you actually the stun is removed. You cannot take any actions this turn, but you are awake because crit 2.
Okay, so that would be 9 points of heal, according to what we just figured out for
Yeah.
healing, plus
Yes.
success.
Yes.
Okay, so I have 2 wounds now.
And your fans.
And the fans, they've got a long way to go to get crumping, but they're gonna be running. They're gonna be building
Alright.
up momentum.
All right. Sounds good.
So it's 6 tiles they can do, full everything.
Yes.
Okay, they get about there.
All right.
2 orcs
As I pass-
just sprinting past everybody in the hallway.
For cool points, there's a bunch of bannermen that are currently crouched and aiming and shooting at the giant thing, and then these 2 orcs just leap over the top of them, like a stallion or Free Willy. Navy support. The guys in the back, not going to matter. They're going to do some secret stuff. These other guys, they're going
Those
to
guys
move.
might as well sweep for any remaining enemies.
That's exactly what they're doing. In the meantime, these guys are going to move, and they're going to shoot at the cultists back here. Navy Sport, Combat Shotgun. Failure. That's it, they're done. All right. Jump Master.
All right. You know what I'm doing.
Yep.
I am shoot. I am, like last time, going to sit on that based on how the squad does.
All right.
3 hits,
3
because there's also the separate roll from Bouncy. This is the last turn that Bouncy is separate because after this the drugs
It
wear
passes
off.
out. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, all right. That's 2 hits. So 5 damage rolls, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. The 2 is replaced with a 3, but neither of those from Bouncy are going to actually deal damage.
Yeah.
The worst dice from the Bannerman was a 4, which means that no replacement from them.
All right. Just to make sure my rules are consistent, because I wanted to where only PCs and boss monsters actually activate Righteous Fury. So the first one was shot by Arkhan, correct? The leg shot?
I don't remember. I can scroll up.
All right. Double check that, because in the meantime, that's the only damage that would go through, is that one shot.
Arkhan failed and decided not to reroll. Is that correct?
On this turn, yes.
Yes.
But I was talking about the earlier turn. Yeah. Yeah, all these are minions, which is why I want consistency to see if they need to do the Righteous Fury
I'm
roll.
just trying to find where that Righteous Fury roll is.
So that's another.
Let's see.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Righteous Fury, come on. It was before I reloaded the page. It is so far back that I have to open up view all chat entries.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, we'll come back while you're looking that up. We'll continue on.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah, the very first shot.
Oh, that was Arkhan.
That was Arkhan. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so. So yeah, the ruling I want to have is that only PCs and boss creatures, and any effects that might be kicked off by a squad based on abilities, those will activate Righteous Fury. Otherwise, it's just standard. So in this case, yeah.
The hits would have that 11 would have been to the body, so that 11 does nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, the 11 does nothing, but the 14 still does go through some damage.
Because the 14 would have hit arm.
Yeah. Yeah, so the 14 does damage. It doesn't. You just don't roll Righteous Fury, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to make sure. Grog and Smith.
So charge. Can Grog reach that by charging?
Reach what exactly?
The Gene Stealer.
Down here?
No.
No,
here?
he can't reach the Gene Stealer.
No, he can't. He cannot reach that one by charging.
You could with preternatural speed.
1,
Even
2,
okay.
6.
How close can you get?
There.
All right, he'll get there.
All right.
And then Smith will shoot at the Gene Stealer cultist again.
All right.
He was actually pretty close to being able to make it with a charge. I think if he had been one tile closer, he could have charged it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it. It was literally like, even if the charge is real close.
Cool.
All right.
That was 2 damage.
Semi-auto. That's 2 cultists.
Mhm.
Oh, wait. All right. G-Stealer's turn. Cultists are going to shoot the Einherjari charging at them. I think they get a penalty because they are running.
Minus 20.
Minus 20.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm putting on called shot, even though that's not accurate. So
It's not
Wow.
accurate, but it's so that they're not accurate.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's 6 damage states. Because a natural 1 makes it basically 3 times damage goes through. Yeah. Roll 60-10 or 65 for your squad. See who gets hit. Meanwhile,
Ouch.
You know what? Ferguson, you're no threat. You're just a small little thing. You're no big deal. Giant other hulking monstrosity is running up. 1, 2, 3. You do get a attack of opportunity essentially because he's not disengaging.
No, you don't, because all out,
Oh,
no
right.
reaction.
Oh, right. Yeah, never mind. He's going to engage directly with Grog. He did spend 1 turn to move, so he's only going to get his rending claws. Success. Would Grog like to dodge or anything? Because he will get a second hit.
Hold on. I'm looking at the all out on the core rulebook. It just says I cannot make dodge or parry attempts until the start
this
of my
would
next
tell-
turn.
Oh, it's not no reaction, it's just no dodge or parry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no
Oh, okay.
defensive reactions. You can still
okay.
do offensive reactions.
All right, well, make an attack. There's his second fail.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
no.
It moves
no.
surprisingly swift. Just slightly missed. So, yeah.
Well-
one success, the second attack missed.
Let's try this.
Would you like to dodge or parry?
He'll try and parry on a -10.
All right.
No.
Any pushing?
Yeah, why not?
Also, I apologize for the. Ooh, that's close.
That's enough.
All right.
It goes through.
All right. Damage was 4, so hit is 14.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Damage 16.
Brother. You're still not rolling it right.
You're still gonna need to roll another dice. It's 1d10 KH1, which
No,
it needs to be 2d10
yeah.
KH1.
Oh. I will.
It's the exact
I'm
same
an idiot.
formula as a chainsword. Literally, it's a copy paste of it.
I am an idiot. All right. All right. That's the roll. 15 pin 14.
Okay. To the body.
Body. Yes.
All right. Well, shield up. So that takes away 14. So that's 3. And it's 6. So what is 14 minus 9?
5.
Okay, so Grog only takes 5 points of damage.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. That is G-Stealer's turn.
Shield's doing work.
Yep. Geirrungson.
20
Shields are awesome. Let's see. How many are left in these guys?
8.
8?
Yep. They haven't taken a lot of damage. And they've been ineffective at firing so far, so.
Hmm. You know, I think it's time.
Wait.
I'm gonna frenzy with my berserkers. I'm using Friendzone on them,
All right.
and they're right here. So can I finagle a charge against these guys?
It's one of those things that I will kind of headway for. Basically, you take some movement. Yeah, you
Well,
take
they
like
were
an
already
extra circuitous
moving.
route.
Yeah, we
So
were already
this
moving
was-
too. That's
This
fair.
is just the follow through on that momentum.
Yeah.
Essentially, yes. So yeah, you may get your charge.
All right. So foaming mouths because we just decided to stab ourselves in the chest, and
Shiny and chrome.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely. And I'm going to take my great axes. We're going all out no matter what. Frenzy adds how much to a weapon attack again? Or weapon skill again?
Charge and all out don't stack. You can only
Yeah,
do one of
That's
them.
true. Oh, yeah, that's fair. So that's still going to be a charge
But-
then, because I did say
But
charge.
frenzy does add plus 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get a plus 30 overall.
Okay. So
When you declare a frenzy, you
be-
should just amend all of your stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be this, because it looked like my stats are correct now.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right. There's
Shit,
one more
they're
down.
frenzied. Push it.
Well, that's just okay.
Alrighty.
It's
And
only 1 degree of success. That's only one cultist.
but hey,
Yeah.
I'm now engaged there, so they get
It's true. There's
penalties, so that's what I needed. And then you don't move away from me. I'm gonna charge to here and whack him.
all right. Whack him.
I'm gonna whack him real good. I'm gonna push that. Because that would technically put me at my limit, though I can surpass my limit but pass out afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah, frenzying.
Or
Every
stem.
additional point.
Oh, yeah.
You're stemmed.
So-
Every additional point of fatigue will stack how long you're unconscious.
Speaking of
going
which,
from hours to days to weeks.
I forgot to roll my 3d10 to see how long this lasts.
We decided for my squad that it just on this scale is 3 turns.
Yeah.
So this would be the third turn.
Yes, it would.
So, yeah, that's it.
All right. FeeNighTea. You just kind of sit back up and go, what? What happened?
I'm gonna drag myself closer,
All right.
and with the power of hatred in my veins, I'm going to take a called shot at its head
Okay.
with my Abnolum stub revolver.
All right. That is 2 hits.
Oh
wait, suppressive.
Strength.
Hey, that's
Strength
suppression, not
check.
Sobrano.
That,
Strength
it's set to called shot. It just does suppression because it's the same value.
All right, strength check. Well,
It's probably pretty strong. I know. Come on, let me have it.
Yeah. Damn it.
Its head freezes over, and it now must make suffocation tests.
Does this thing even need oxygen?
Honestly,
Good
not really.
question.
Plus, it's also...
It does
These
not.
healers have been
Oh, wait.
observed in void fighting.
Resistance cold.
That doesn't prevent ice from accumulating.
yeah,
It
would've
just
given
means
a-
it doesn't take freeze damage.
Yeah.
So it takes no damage. I mean, it wouldn't have anyway, but the whole point of the weapon is it freezes pieces of it over.
Yeah.
So I guess if it isn't suffocating, it is at least seeing the world through ice.
Yeah, it's got impaired vision right now. If it has vision. Where are the
If it
fans
has
up to?
vision. Charge.
All right, charge attack. Go for it.
Rasp, say your thing.
They do have eyes, so
Yeah, but do they need? Actually, these do. I did put blindside on them. Davy Crumpet, roll you some damage.
I don't have damage.
Oh,
You're the
What
one
d10?
with my crumpin stats.
I apologize. It's 1d10 plus something. Where are the orcs?
It
There
should
you
be
are,
at least
Commando.
plus their strength
Yeah.
bonus.
1d10 big knives are 1d10 plus 4 pin 1. Rindig.
And the strength value you've assigned them currently is +3.
Yep.
So 8 plus
So-
4 with a pen of 1?
Yep.
Not a lot.
All right, so that's 8 plus. Actually, no, it's 8 plus 7.
Yeah, because
Hit
of
one.
the strength bonus.
Oh, right.
15. Pen
15 with 1 pen.
Unfortunately, damage doesn't go through. Doesn't have enough pin.
Fair play. All right.
Navy. They're going to take shot at cultists. Kaboom, kaboom. Going to take second shot at cultists. Kaboom, kaboom. Yep, Jumpmaster.
Oh, you know how this goes.
All right.
This is just one unified shot from the squad now.
Okay.
All right.
Woo!
And then I'm just gonna roll my hit before I roll any of the damages.
All right.
So that's 1 damage from Arkhan.
Mhm.
Replacing that 4 with an 8, okay, that only adds 1 point of.
Yeah.
All
Head. Ooh.
all
Wait, no.
four,
Right leg.
all 4 shots are gonna hit from the squad though.
Yes.
So
So roll your damages. That's.
these are hits. Sorry.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
hits, not damages.
Kicker
Nothing-
has terrible damage rolls. That was all 4 damages.
All right.
The 12, maybe?
Yeah, the 12 does go through partially. Still up. Hey, Grog.
So, question.
Hmm?
Is B still in criticals?
Technically, no.
Okay.
They
well,
are missing a leg right now, but
All right. Okay. Well, here's
they
the
are
thing.
they are missing a leg, but they are not bleeding.
So,
And they were
Grog
able
has
to.
something called Vengeful Protector,
Mhm.
which means whenever an ally within 10 meters suffers critical damage because of an enemy, this character increases his damage he inflicts with melee attacks by X until the end of the counter, where X is equal to the value of his size. So, since Fee is still missing a leg, and Grog can see that, I'd say that counts.
I will say
Vinny
that.
got that first season.
Yeah, I will allow that to go through because you did not see the attack happen. You don't know what happened, but he is missing a leg right now. So yeah.
I'd say
Okay.
Ogren get mad. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Ogren get mad. All out attack. Roll to hit. 10 piece of size. Okay.
Success.
And then this is 2d10 plus 5. That's horrible.
Ooh.
Good swing again, though.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll the damage.
No, you could make a second swing because unless you aimed, but you all outed, and I don't think all out is compatible with aim.
Yeah,
Correct.
You can't see
yeah,
it
no.
all out.
Yeah, you have a second action because
Yeah.
Grog did not move this turn.
Hold on, I accidentally had aim input. Just ignore that.
Okay. Well, it's still
It would have
only
hit anyway. It
Yeah.
would've been
it's
fine.
still ahead because it would have been one success.
Shit, fuck.
Well, if you roll a
I will
hit
keep
now-
that. I will
There you
keep
go.
that. Okay, there we go. 5 success. Damage 25 pin 2.
That's
and that would have hit right arm. So, Grog, how you want to do this?
with like so after a claw goes like through his shield and takes a good amount out of him. Grog's going to roar, and where does that hit him?
Right. First one was body. Second one was right arm.
Rip off the arm and kill him with it.
No, not quite. But he is going to the first one is going to kind of hit him in the body and stagger him back, and then the second one is going to be a cut across the midsection. So in between where two of the arms are, in between the upper set and the lower set of arms, and just kind of bisects him in half.
Oh, nice.
And
all right, with that, it gives a horrible screech. Falls over backwards, right next to FeeNighTea, as it chokes on ice and cold. For the sake of expediency, unless anybody would like to make an attempt to capture the cultists, I'm going to say you guys are out of combat, and these cultists are dead.
The one we knocked out will have a conversion test.
All right.
That's it, though. That'll be the end of everything for me.
All right.
Speaking of which, do my Berserkers break Frenzy?
That's a good question.
Otherwise, I'm attacking allied units here.
Yeah, willpower then.
Yeah, willpower.
Remind me, does the Frenzy add to a willpower test?
Yes.
Yep.
Gives you 10 to start with, and then you get 10 for every single fail.
Okay.
Yep.
You get a stronger will the more you've raged. And it's pretty obvious who you're going to attack when you fail.
Yep. All right. First one's going against the cultists. I'll say 3 of them were killed because of degrees of failure.
Okay.
You may attempt to snap out of it again with plus 20 this time.
Disable that. This'll never mind. It's
There
okay
you go.
anyway.
Good.
There you go. All right.
All right, things are dead.
You have slaughtered the remaining Gene Stealer cultists there and snap out of your frenzy. You're
Awesome.
good.
Now I see
Right.
a door.
There is a door. It is a very large door. A lot of large scratches and a lot of attempts to pry it open. Apparently,
Arkhan will walk up and put a hand out in front of you at this point.
Does this door have a hinge?
this door actually would have a hinge. Yes.
I'm gonna knock on the door instead. This is a good door.
Arkhan would have gotten.
hinge.
Arkhan would have gotten in front of you, knowing what you've been doing to doors.
Yes. Yes. I'm
So
still knocking on
Arkhan
the
would knock probably about the puts a hand out in front of you, but then you reach up to knock and then lets you knock.
Yeah, I just think it's that slight push aside. Knock, knock, knock.
There is no response at first.
Arkhan will speak up. Sir, this is Jumpmaster Arkhan Kol, fra't'Banner. We've taken the feathers down, sir.
Would they have heard the weird, chittery stuff, too? Since they're in short range, if they had a Vox or a Microbead?
Well, you don't hear anything back at first, but then you hear a knocking sound. Jumpmaster Arkhan, you would absolutely recognize this pretty soon as essentially Morse code, but it is also the exact pattern is a Maldine one. It's basically a confirming friend or foe.
Arkhan would return the proper response.
I'm gonna go find another door while he's doing that.
Alright. Real quick, if you could give it awareness. It's irrelevant if you pass or fail this. Well, just flavor.
Alright. By the way, both me and my squad are on 7 fatigue out of 7 fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with this, you don't hear anything, but soon there is a kind of, and the doors open, revealing a major of the PDF. One who's actually not from the banner. He's actually from Center City.
Was he stationed on the banner? Like over the banner garrison?
No.
Okay, so this would not be
you-
someone that Arkhan recognizes.
Correct. You do recognize the rank insignia. You will see the name. I don't have your name generator, but
I'll roll it.
It is.
Roll me a d3, and then I'll take it from there.
All right.
Dan, what are you saying?
While this is happening, Corporal Smith is going to scan these people with his auspex just to see.
Scan them. Like trying to find life signs or something.
How about abnormal life signs, like different DNA or an extra arm.
Oh yeah. No. You can make. You can make a what's it? Shoot. Yeah, you can make a tech use test with your auspex.
Okay, cool.
It's definitely give you weird readings if you're checking for like DNA or stuff, but more specifics you can.
I've got all of my modifiers, by the way. Do I get a taking my time bonus?
Yes, you would.
Okay, so you just want to label one.
succeed with
That's
one
plus
degree of
20. 1 degree of success. You're not able to figure out what exactly this DNA is, but part of it looks human, and then another part is definitely not.
And this is on the major, right?
Oh, on the major? Oh no, he's human.
Well, yeah, that's what I was doing.
Oh, I thought you were scanning bodies.
Yeah, I thought you were scanning the bodies. No.
No. Like the major and anyone else who's in there,
Oh,
I'd be
100%.
scanning them.
Oh yeah, no. DNA comes back in the affirmative. All human.
Okay, I'm just gonna step forward.
You said is like Center City PDF or actually like born and raised in Center City?
Frate Center City. So from Center City, yeah.
Then I did not need that second D200.
Okay.
But yeah.
This is a prize and a half
Zay.
right now.
Zaid Lokman fra Center City. He will actually give all of you the Aquila. Say, I am deathly glad to see somebody finally. We've been holed up in here for at least 3 hours. We got a message out, but it seems like all communication's down. The only thing we've got working still is the desk here. And he taps the console in the center. It seems to be a war room desk. There's a display of basically the area just below you guys. Center City, the Skytown and Skyport and Redton, parts of Azure Vein, Angel's Landing, etc. It's like, don't know what's been going on out there, but something big came up, started scratching at the door. We barricaded everything up, and you look around, and there's like all the chairs that would normally be around here were like stacked up against the door, and they'd been like cleared out since, so you can open it for you guys.
I imagine Fee is standing in the back, literally being held up by the two orcs.
Yes.
There is, by the way, Arkhan will point at the large crumpled figure. Or the two halves of the large crumpled figure. We got it, sir.
Excuse me, sir. I got shit.
He will actually come up to Grog, stretch as best he can, and put a hand on his shoulder. Good job, son. You'll get a medal for this. I assure you.
There is definitely a whisper in the ear afterwards of it was a group effort. Which the helmet footage will support. The helmet footage will support that the Maldine
He's just
were
being nice to the Ogren.
I know.
To be fair,
Arkhan was not nice.
To be fair, he did get the kill.
But yes, Arkhan will want to make sure that the record shows that his team had lit the thing up to hell and back.
Can I borrow some propaganda footage from you? Because even if I got my leg chopped off immediately after, that was the best stealth attack ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have the propaganda stuff, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine one of the Berserkers just taking pictures everywhere.
By the way, where are you coming from? Where were you before you tried to rescue our asses?
Insert name of ship here.
I think Arkhan would be the first one to respond and say, our patrol was in Sector BY, sir.
Oh. Did you figure out what the hell's going on with the console up there? That's about when the lights went out here.
Command's working on it, sir.
Alright. Well, it was a weird message that popped up for a while. Couldn't make heads or tails of it. Seemed to be in some weird... It looked like High Gothic, but I couldn't figure out what the fete was saying.
I walk over, introduce myself... Not Berserkers. I walk over, introduce myself, and say, "Oh, this is what it was saying. You need to take the syntax over here. It says this and this and this and this, and just go through a whole diatribe and lecture of proper high Gothic breakdown of linguistics."
The exact lesson can wait later. Who are you? Wait a minute. And that's about the moment where you take shit like, oh, this is the only Maldine I'm talking to. The rest of you, where are you guys from?
There's two orcs standing in the back.
Also, technically, he's not a major. He's a section lantern.
Oh, yeah.
Major equivalent.
Yeah, major equivalent. Yeah.
Yeah. Insert name of ship here, because...
Y'all were on the Black Talon.
Yeah, that.
That was the flag. That's the flagship. It's like... So our prayers are actually answered, and they actually sent in reinforcement. Thank the God, Emperor. Finally something's going right around.
I think the response would be very quiet, but it'd be like, we're from Thrinos.
Yeah, I'd be a bit more verbose than say I'm from Freem, which no one actually has ever heard of.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Glad you're here.
Thrinos is at least a couple systems over. There's a chance they've heard of it. It's Mechanicus. It's creepy.
Let's try to get... Alright, well, I don't want to be held up here anymore, so let's get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Dusty, give the section lantern your suit. Look, we're not walking a senior officer out of here without a void suit.
Yeah.
That's fair. Dusty is going to give a... But he'll hand over the suit.
I mean,
the section lantern will put it on. All right, let's move out.
let's hope he doesn't notice all the broken doors.
If you as the player characters would like, please give me one last awareness check.
I'm gonna use the stuff.
Yes, Auspex will apply for this.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Do I get any bonuses here?
Unfortunately, unless you have something like Auspex, no.
Do I sense gene stealers? Do I get a bonus?
You know?
Okay. I'll use my last fatigue that I can afford to spend.
Alright.
Are you kidding? That dice teased me. It was on the 40. I saw it on the 40, and then it tripped. Oh, sad.
Alright.
I'm wiped. I'm
So-
tired. I'm hurt.
As you guys start leaving...
I break the last door.
Yes, the last door is broken open. It is a sight.
Yes.
As you guys are leaving, Master Arkhan, you see, kind of out of the corner of your eye, a dark shape. You don't get a good look at it, but it seems elongated. Maybe a couple of spikes on it? Corporal Bojangles.
Yep.
You are able to detect movement in this area right here.
Movement in this area.
Specifically in the ceiling.
They're in the walls. They're in the goddamn walls.
Boys, toss me.
You got to toss me.
I really just...
Arkhan
that's the first
and-
reaction to more Gene Stealers, possibly. Just throw me at him!
Arkhan is going to just start running, pushing the section lantern ahead of him. Rest of the squad following it around. They have their priority target. They're not here to shoot anything else. The rest of the guard can. They are getting the section lantern clear.
Grenades, both grenades thrown.
Yeah. Grog, protect the major. Okay.
I'm also throwing my grenades.
So 2 little tiny dragons
Alright.
are thrown. One's a flashbang, one's a frag.
All right. Yeah, give me a accuracy. I get accuracy throws. So ballistic skill.
I don't know. It's not really going to affect a lot. Is the thing, because they can't. They don't roll on scatter.
Yeah.
So
It's if anyone is throwing grenades, ballistic skill to see if it you get it close enough that it might do something. Basically, this is much more narrative right now.
okay, it's more narrative. Just for reference for the future, when they are used, the IHD trait, which is what the Drakes are, is they have double the range of a normal grenade, and because they are alive, they never roll on the scatter table. They're a dodged grenade as opposed to a targeted grenade.
So they basically are like a flamer.
Yeah, they work akin to a flamer, but as a grenade.
Gotcha.
All right.
I've got no pushes I can do.
Yeah.
I don't know if the orcs can crump a grenade down that way.
Well, I
That's
mean,
not the terms they use.
I
but
actually did give them any grenades, so they don't have any, unfortunately.
what about that Gene cultist I converted?
No, all they had was a knife and a gun. Not even a
Sad.
good gun.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's a Gene cultist with me now too.
also, I got a grenade thrown by my Berserkers.
I did see that.
Actually,
Yes. Yes, I did see that.
Suppressing fire from the fans. That'll be what it is.
Okay. So as this hail of fire comes out, there is a frag grenade explosion, as well as a hot shot, single last that goes through a small crack in the ceiling. Very difficult to notice, but you're able to pull it off essentially. You don't hear what happens, but after about another second, a weapon falls through down onto the ceiling and clatters to the floor. I will say with your earlier, there is a flash of movement. It seems to be running away.
Yay! It's retreating.
So
boys.
the next thing will actually be a very genuine communication, still tinted in the horrendous speak of the S-Cogs, but it'll go to the nearby Maldine who are running, and it'll essentially just be a declaration. There's more. This station is compromised. Evacuation recommended.
You would have probably been told strategic value absolute when you were put in that boarding torpedo. This is the way to get things to the ground.
This is the way to lose your command. It's also the opinion of a trooper.
Yeah.
Well, the solution is obvious. I need to mind control everybody before the Gene Stealers can.
Would anybody like to see what the gun was?
Sure.
Yes.
All right.
Cultist, what's that gun?
The cultist will actually take a look at it and go, oh. Fucking cultist is going to make a willpower. They'll get a +10 for this.
This is the cultist that got the nat 1. It's fine.
No, that would... Oh, yeah, that was...
Yeah, that was...
It is the
It is the
cultist who
cultist that
got
got
the nat
the
one.
All right.
Mhm.
This cultist is freaking out. Because that is not a normal gun. That is a... Well, it looks like it could have been a sniper rifle if it had been made by human hands, but
Oh, it's a
It has been-
bio sniper.
it has been weirdly transformed, taken over, modified. It's weird to say. There's a lot of spikes on it. It's black. It doesn't look right at all. Does anybody have Xenos?
Well, you know I do.
Hmm.
Well, but it has to be in the Gene Stealer setting.
The Gene Stealer can. The Gene Stealer is like, oh, not them, not them, no. This is what they do. They get into the walls. They take you out one at a time. This is not good. Not them. No. What are your?
Skjoldr!
Yes, Dark Eldar.
I wouldn't know it, though.
Out of character, and for everyone listening, that's a Dark Eldar weapon, and we're kind of SOL.
Actually.
That is a Dark Eldar Splinter Rifle out of character. In character, you guys don't know exactly what it is.
Can I... so this one cannot happen in the moment. This would have to be a narrative event that happens post-battle.
Mm.
We can communicate what we saw up the chain of command to Ontuon, who has an Eldar in his retinue.
Oh yeah, no, this is all
There
getting
is-
reported to command. Yeah.
There
No,
is
I meant more, it
video
would be
footage
fast,
because
but
Arkhan caught the view of the elongated, pointy thing.
Yep.
Heck,
Anything
if you
that
want-
I succeed in awareness on, there is video footage of.
Yeah, you can walk up straight to the gun also that was dropped and just see it. Don't even have to pick it up. Don't have to take it with you. Just look at it and go like, that's the thing. I don't know what it is, but it's weird.
all right, if no one else is going to offer, the Sirens are 100% trophy takers. We'll grab that shit.
All right.
All right.
I already got my trophy, so I'm happy.
Yeah, Fee is just going to label it another trophy of war at this point.
You can use it
It's
as a
part of
crutch.
your boss poll.
But with that, you guys make it out of this level, and the section lantern is saved, rescued.
All right.
With that, congratulations! You have actually survived the prologue, thanks to me misinterpreting True Grit versus Die Hard and getting a crit against that guy.
To be fair, I think we still would have downed it. It just would have been bloodier.
Oh yeah, it would have been a
Oh, yeah.
lot bloody. There would have been a lot more death if
I'm gonna
it actually
guess
had a
it
full
could have
ability.
made that charge in one turn.
Yes.
And I'm gonna guess it has Whirlwind of Death.
Yep.
It's a shame it was immune to my stun attack.
Yeah.
It just kind of threw me out of grapple, too. And I rolled good on that attempt. Sad.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this was your boss monster for this. It was like, oh.
I know it was. That's why I wanted to try and do the thing. But that's just what happens. Anyway,
I just love that my squad was hitting shot after shot after shot.
Except for
Yeah,
Dusty.
Dusty was no longer holding them back. Also, to give you guys an indication of what you guys rolled at the very beginning, so there were you had 3 rolls. You had a 5, a 1, and a 0, effectively, because I'm taking the 10 on the D100 rolls. 5 was 0 gravity, you guys experienced. 1 was lights out, so I literally put this entire area in darkness. I was going to add some light, but with lights out, they got none of it. And last one was a 0, no issues. So, yeah, nothing happened.
I provided no issues for one of those, yay.
Yeah.
Lights out really fessed with my shit, though.
Yeah.
I would have just charged. Would have just ran for it, but I need to be sneaky if the lights are out.
I was hoping one of y'all would roll a 9, because that I have labeled as explosion!
Beautiful.
And then you re-roll on the table.
With that, lads, we're concluding episode 1 entirely. Yep. Next time it'll be episode 2.
Technically this is episode 0, but point.
Episode 1, episode 0, episode beta. This is our beta test. Yeah.
This is these characters were supposed to die a grisly death, but they didn't.
One of them nearly
mine
did.
Basically was.
Yep.
They'll regrow you a new leg. It's fine.
That's true.
It's gonna take time, though. Yeah. The Fee is gonna be out of commish for like a month.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next time we are going to be running our first commander session. This one is so. What we've been doing right now has been like squad combat, and this is much more close to traditional Only War. Next is going to be much more strategic. This is the big planetary war with regiments and battalions moving across the world. So I hope you guys will enjoy that when it comes up, and I certainly hope you enjoyed what we had for you today. Mm-hmm. Anybody else have anything else they want to say before we head out? No, it's late, but
I don't.
We've ran late. We can call more later.
Yep. All good?
All good. Yep.
All right. Well, thanks again, and we will see you next time.